Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Lark's Homesteadish, obviously from the homesteading community of channels. They're doing something very interesting in between their regular content. So let's look at their shorts. First of all, I've got this big interest in shorts over the last long while, even myself personally, but they're really doing well. A few of these are getting close to 3,000 views. One of them's popped over 8,800 views. That will likely continue, so hopefully they'll keep that up. Live streams are something I've caught on this channel many times, as you can see, and this is really cool because they've got some baby chicks. They seem not to be such babies anymore, but I'm still learning, so don't take it as if I think I know what I'm talking about. I'm learning from our homesteading friends here. But when we get to these live streams, it's really cool because they have a live cam on, and these streams can go anywhere from hours and hours and hours, where we get to hang out and check out what the chicks are doing. As well, they've got other homesteading do-it-yourself videos and show us how they do it types of videos as well, and you'll find a lot of information. What I find about a lot of our friends in the ranching, farming, gardening, homesteading, bushcraft, camping, fishing, and outdoor channels is that the creators behind these channels seem to have a similar intention when it comes to their generosity, wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Lark's Homesteadish has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time, and we'd love to push them towards the 400 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. I've got a wheel over here with quite a few names on it. For anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat, what happens is we put names on the wheel, we spin the wheel, eventually those channels come up, we put them on the screen and talk about their content for a moment. I see we do have one brand new channel coming in right now, Sarah's Quilting Journey. Good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We feature a different channel like Lark's Homesteadish here every single day, based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. And we do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. In the meantime, the wheel does have quite a few names on it already. Now, Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is a long time couple of friends. That's Tracy and Phoebe. They bring us beauty, and they dropped a super chat before we even started. So we'll look at that channel first before we start spinning the wheel in a few moments, but I got quite a few names on there already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is always in the pole position. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator who is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. As well, Michael's Adventures is somebody who I often mention at the same time. These creators, both together and separately, are incredibly supportive of others. Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us after Tuber Chat in about 3 hours, where we'll be able to continue meeting more friends and family members the same way that we do here during his live chat. Rushing Wind Mountain is already on the wheel, and the reason why is because the other day they were here at the end of a live stream where we lost our internet connection. It was their turn to be up, and they didn't get the chance. So I've got them on the wheel for now, which guarantees them a spot on the screen today if our internet holds out, but it should. As well, I've got Cricket 208 and Whisper to Tatum, both on the wheel, along with Mona Did What and Mike and Rihanna family vlogs. They'll be willing to swap playlists with other creators, so if there's anybody here that's willing to do that with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Stock Explorer is here as a member and a moderator. Illustrator. Virtual Shopkeeper DD and Growing What I Eat were both early in the door as well. I see Mom of 4 Boys is here. And I'm putting these channels on the wheel because members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. It is open to everyone, and after a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in conversation over the next long while. As well, I see Six Bows is back, is in the house. Portal to the Paranormal PTTP is here as well. Thank you both for being here. Big Boy Facts Johnny TV and Bumby Selby, who's been with Tuberchat since long before even the beginning. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to see you here. Danny Station is in the house. King Morgan and KY Prepper 5 are both here. Little Ridge Farm is here just about every single live stream, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. But again, we're looking at Lark's Homesteadish, which is our featured channel for today, and they bring us creating a sustainable haven, one garden bed and chicken coop at a time. That's what they say on their banner. They bring us typical homesteading activities, and that can be indoors or outdoors, mostly outdoors on this channel, and hopefully everybody will enjoy both their videos, their live streams, and their shorts. Dre Lasher is coming in. I'm just going to get them onto the wheel of doom, and we will get Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning ready to go. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give those thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or a live stream and get caught up in the content or the conversation and just need a friendly reminder. That's why we give them to each other so much. And then Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning brings us beauty. So this is Tracy and Phoebe, and most often you see them alternate in their videos, but they do have one here where they were together, which is really, really cool to see. And these creators bring us a lot of different aspects of beauty. So it's typically product reviews. They'll bring us hauls, they'll bring us get ready with me type videos, and they'll bring us lists of things that they want to recommend that somebody might enjoy, or things that they want you to avoid, things that they've come across and not been happy with. For instance, they bring both videos and shorts. Live streams are something they were doing for a long time. We'll see if they're going to bring those back. In the meantime, when we look at their shorts videos, we see that these are starting to pop well over 5,000 views, which is just great. Like I said, the live streams might be something to continue at some point, but they post frequently, sometimes as much as a couple times a week, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. And then Whisper to Tatum. Yeah, we don't here. I don't use slow mode, but the I know the chat can be fast at times. It usually calms down after the first 15-20 minutes of the live stream as people come in from the beginning, and it'll smooth out a little bit. But there's lots of time within the next 3 hours. I know sometimes the chat's hard to keep up with, but there's always brand new channels coming in every single day. There's always lots of friends who've been here anywhere from the past few weeks to months to even up to 3 years and beyond. So there's always new people to meet. You might be interested to know that over 100 channels will come through today. That happens every single day. So Baron is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And thank you one more time, Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, for that super chat. They have done that countless times, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Be Amazing Sylvia is here. I think I missed another channel while I was talking there. Let's spin the wheel, and then I'll get another couple of names on the wheel if we need them. Rushing Wind Mountain still in the house, which is great. And Holly's Adventures has not been added to the wheel yet. Mona Did What is coming up. I was talking about this channel yesterday. One of the things that I've noticed lately is, I get to know channels better and better as time goes on, right? After weeks, months, and eventually years. And hopefully the stories that I tell get better about my knowledge about these channels. But Mona Did What is interesting because they are right into the content, a quick exit, which means that their retention should be great on this channel, because when you are designing a video, you might plan a lengthy intro or especially a lengthy outro, and I joke about this sometimes, but it's possible to see creators go as far as even into minutes trying to exit a video. You know, I love you all very much. Thank you so much. Here's what we're doing tomorrow. Don't forget the thumbs up, subscribe to me, and we all know how that goes. But clear and concise is the best way, and Mona did what? Does a decent job of this, I think, instinctively, as a matter of fact. You'll find that when you get there. She's going to talk to us about quilting, and she's got some interesting machinery. I did not realize, if it wasn't for finding this particular channel in the Tuber Chat family, that they have machines that actually help to cut this material into the triangles that you see, like for instance in this particular one. This is the video that I watched specifically where I got some knowledge about how she's doing that. You can see even when I roll over the way that this thing works. It's really, really cool, because you can imagine most of us have probably either had or seen a quilt in our lives. The work that goes into that kind of activity is just way beyond, if you're not doing it, probably imagination. But Mona did what is going to give us the ins and outs, even show us our mistakes and how to fix them. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She is getting dangerously close to the magical 1K that is a big part of all of our YouTube journeys at 974 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Whisper to Tatum, thank you for the super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Of course, she's done that many times before. I see Z's Gaming and Home Theater channel is in the house. Thank you for coming up, and yes, absolutely, our prayers go out to those in Allen, Texas. And then I'm going to get Whisper to Tatum ready to go right now, because we always put Super Chatters on the screen right away. And like I keep saying, members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We'll start spinning again in another moment here. So Whisper to Tatum is actually a longtime friend now, somebody who's been with us for many months. They've gone through a few name changes, but we know it's Tatum because they've just changed it up a small amount. And thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Whisper to Tatum, and like I said, absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course. And Whisper to Tatum now has 36 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 40 we know they're thinking about today, and a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever before, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we possibly can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. And Whisper to Tatum, let's just see what they've been up to lately. I can see they've got a few of their more popular videos, and they've been posting a few things. Even today they've put up a couple of things. I'm going to take one of your latest videos and put this into a special playlist I use, and that's just to keep caught up with creators. And then shorts videos is something that they've done a few of as well. These are starting to crack 1,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue, and they've got a live stream set up for tomorrow. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so that'll be late night for me. So hopefully I'll catch that one. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Whisper to Tatum. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I did get Dre Lasher and Amazing Sylvia onto our wheel. I'm going to spin again. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And Philip Lemon, thank you for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello or drop a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. I know we've got a few friends that do that. Sometimes Donut Toys and Games or Two Pineapples and Jaden 0428 might be watching or listening as well. Cali King 916 is from Sacramento. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And they do well with posting frequently, especially live streams these days. And then when we look at Mama 4 Boys, this is a channel that's here with us just about every single day, but I also see them out supporting others constantly. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them in different live chats, and always engaging conversation. And what you're going to find on their channel is a lot of delicious looking content. What I really enjoy personally about cooking videos and cooking channels, especially in the Tuber Chat family, is the fact that we're seeing what people are really making in their own homes, for their friends, for their family, for themselves. And it's an interesting twist compared to what we might find in a television show where they have, you know, the world's best equipment, $50,000 ranges and unlimited pantries and things like that. So I really enjoy seeing what people are doing when it comes to cooking for friends and family. And here, Mama 4 Boys is going to bring us a lot of what I will consider traditional dishes. And the reason why is because I'm in North America. Most of what they're doing looks familiar to me. But it's interesting because they'll give us a twist on some of the things that can be pre-made or bought from, let's say, even a frozen food section in a grocery store. And I eat as much of that as anybody else does. But when we think about the idea of something like Hamburger Helper or something like mac and cheese or something like even you see these personal pan pizzas that they've done here, these can all be made at home from scratch, and Mama 4 Boys is going to show us ideas for how to get that done. Now these are just shorts videos, but these are already crossing over 1,000 views. They've done a couple of live streams with StreamYard panelists, and they'll likely allow everybody to meet each other the same way that we do here as well. And then videos are what they're best known for, and they're posting these frequently, as you can see, 2 or 3 times a week most often. Holly's Adventures, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before. They were actually a recently featured channel, as was Mama 4 Boys here, but we're going to get a good look at them in a moment. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Holly's Adventures will come up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Storytime with Uncle Bill is in the house, and Creative Beauty Butterfly's got a few things to show us on their channel, which is great. And that's the other thing when we talk about like cooking videos or channels, you know, for as far as I can see, since the beginning of history, people are always looking for new recipes, new twists on classic, you know, dishes and meals and things like that. So there will always be room for more. You could do challenges, you could do collaborations between creators and get a bunch of people together and say, let's all make our traditional lasagna, because not one of them, when you get a few people together, is going to be exactly the same. And, you know, there's lots of other things that could relate to that, so it's just an idea. Holly's Adventures is up here right now. This creator, more than anything else, is bringing us video gameplay. They do that both in stories as well, or sorry, videos as well as live streams. And their video games go from anything from classic Nintendos like Super Mario or Legend of Zelda to Final Fantasy and other independents as well. Let's just look at their shorts videos. Here they mix up a bit more variety. So this is the thing about any channel that's really a variety channel, is you're kind of free to post almost anything that you want because it's going to be suitable, right? As opposed to a very niched, razor sharp, focused channel like Scratch and PPA, for instance, who brings us lottery ticket scratching. And both types of channels can do really well. You just want to be deliberate about your intentions. But here we see a variety in video gameplay, especially in the live streams. Holly's Adventures really recently took a cruise, though, so they were able to bring us a lot of footage, both from the cruise and from before and after, and then we get more video gameplay, and they put out a few videos for that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Holly's Adventures, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and we'd love to push Holly's Adventures a little bit farther towards the 500 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about right now. So you can see now the chat slowed down a little bit, which is great. So hopefully everybody's having a good time meeting each other in the chat. Cali King 916 is coming up. I mentioned this creator is from Sacramento, California. More than anything else lately, they're doing a lot of live streams, but they have brought us a lot of videos as well. And one of the things I find interesting about a lot of the channels here as well is when they give us a real world look at their area. I try to do the same thing on my personal channel. I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I try to get out and do a few live streams and videos each year so that everybody can see what's going on from a first-person view, if you want to put it that way. Cali King 916 does this in Sacramento, California. Now, they've mixed up a few shorts as well. These can be random, but we find a lot of creators doing this. These are starting to cross over a couple thousand views, which is great. Live streams are something they've been doing frequently, so I catch them often, but hopefully I'll catch another one. They just did one yesterday as well, and you can see they're giving us a look around or telling stories. They always keep up with the chat. They're always very much engaging. And their channel started with some car meet videos where they were taking us around their area. Most of us have probably seen something like this either in our own towns or in a major city close to us. But it's interesting to see the way this stuff is handled in Sacramento. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. One of the things I can tell you about this particular channel is as soon as Cali King 916 came into the Superchat family about a year ago, they were supporting people like crazy. It felt like that very day I was out in some premieres and live streams. I see them everywhere supporting others, which is great. And that's what I wish for you as well, is to get some of that support coming back. And they're now on the official road to 2,000 subscribers. We say you're on a road when you pass a 100 milestone, and they just passed 1,900. Bumby Selby, thank you so much for coming in. Bumby Selby is somebody who's been with me long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact, and hopefully everybody takes inspiration from the idea that there are creators out there. You can literally see the future and know that there are some people you have not met yet that will be willing to support you literally for years into your YouTube journey. Sister Winnie is in the house, and my love Kristen Welton has come in. She of course is a member and a moderator, so I've got her on the wheel now. And Cali King 916, it's always a pleasure having your channel up. Sister Winnie always gives that thumbs up. I see them out supporting others. She just celebrated a birthday, actually, a couple of days ago. I was very lucky to catch her. One thing I should mention, I don't mention this enough to people, but when you get to an important milestone, if you're celebrating an anniversary, if you've got a birthday coming up, or if you get to your monetization, most creators do a celebration of some sort when that happens, just please make sure that I know. Anybody can reach out to me anytime, whether it's here on the other social networks. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well, but I try not to miss any of those things. I always want to make it for anybody that's doing any of those things. Tommy Temper is a friend that I met from my personal channel, and he's somebody who does a lot of restreaming about a lot of newsworthy events and polarizing content, but he's been a great friend and an incredible supporter, and he's just dropping a super chat right now. That channel's fairly new to the Tuber Chat family, but because he dropped that super chat, we're going to make it the next channel that we look at, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Mr. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Virtual Shopkeeper DD is going to bring us live auction sales, and a lot of times what they'll do is put out videos for the purpose of promoting those sales. They've actually got a live stream coming up, and it'll be on the same time. It'll be on in about half an hour, but that's an example of what they're doing. They've got a couple of shorts here. It's good to see that one of those has already passed 1,000 views, but you can see that they stream frequently, so usually at least once a week, sometimes more than once. StreamYard panelists come up, but particularly the purpose of these live streams is a live auction, and they'll have all kinds of different things that will come up that you can buy in real time right then and there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Virtual Shopkeeper DD, another creator who's been with us for quite some time already. And then, yes, please, Dre Lasher, as soon as you get monetized, please make sure that I know, because I try never to forget those. Paul's Green Space, good to see you here. Mrs. Perfectly Imperfect Keto, good to see you in the house as well. That's a brand new channel, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Kat Lynn, good to see you here. They happen to be a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Tommy Temper dropped a super chat, so we're looking at that channel right now, and we'll get back to spinning in another moment. And then Tommy Temper now has crossed 3,500 subscribers. This is somebody that I met when I was chasing some newsworthy, polarizing content on my personal channel. What Tommy Temper does more than anything else is restreams a good handful of channels. He's probably got dozens, if not more than that he goes through. And he adds commentary and has another audience as well. One of the things that you might find interesting about that, if you haven't ever seen a restreaming channel, is that what some of these creators will do is they add their commentary to a stream. They've got, Tommy Temper's got an interesting setup, because if I'm right, he's got sometimes as many as 4 or 5 or even 6, 7 or 8 live streams going on the screen at a time. He'll put one in a big window and have a few windows surrounding, so that when there's action, he's moving from stream to stream to stream, adding commentary, but always promoting the channels which he's streaming for, not to mention asking permission, which is great. That's one thing you got to consider. It's one thing to talk about using content when you're not allowed to use it. It's another thing to reach out to creators and talk to them. Now, it's not advisable in most cases. Everybody should always be producing their own content, but there are a lot of creators out there doing this restreaming, and I hope you'll visit Tommy Temper so you can see what I'm talking about. When I go out and do personal live streams, I haven't done one in a while, but when I next do another couple of those things, I'll make sure he knows so that he can get the restream going, and he usually adds it in. So whoever's got the most action going on at the time, that channel gets put up on the screen. Not too unsimilar from what you see in a StreamYard panel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him, but he has been an incredible supporter ever since finding me, and that was probably, now I'm guessing, a couple years ago. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting and pushing him towards the 3,600 subscribers he's thinking about. What I'm going to do for today is take your latest live stream. This is just a short one, but I'm going to put this in a special playlist I use called Catch Up. That helps me keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thank you one more time, Tommy Temper, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network is in the house. They bring us fantasy football, and Ace Flaw One is a creator that likes to bring travel videos. He is another friend that I've had over 3.5 years on YouTube before Tuber Chat was even a thought. As a matter of fact, Andy was there during the Playlist Buddies experiments I was doing on my personal channel to get set up, ready, and practice for Tuber Chat before we even started just over 3 years ago. The BC Gaming Dispatcher originally comes to us from Instagram. It's an example of how using the outside social networks can bring people not only into your content, but to your channel as well. And he's been a friend for a long time now. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see Ron's Keto Cafe is in the house, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another few moments here. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Nova Real Show also snuck in here as well. Rushing Wind Mountain was already on the wheel, and the reason why is because they were here with us on Tuesday when we did a live stream. I believe it was Tuesday, and the internet cut out on us. So it was their turn to be up, basically. They were within the last 5 channels, so I just wanted to make sure we made that up. When it's a member, it's different, because here in Tuber Chat, they automatically get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But Rushing Wind Mountain, I just wanted to make sure we got a look at this channel. So this is somebody I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new. They've just been with Tuber Chat a couple of weeks now, but they've got 382 subscribers already. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And I'm going to take one of their latest videos. These are quite short, but that's okay. I'm going to put one of these in my catch-up list. That just helps me keep caught up with creators. We'll see what they're doing with the rest of their videos, and you can see a lot of outdoor, either wildlife or nature is what we're looking at here. When we look in their shorts videos, we can see that they're already crossing into the thousands of views with a couple of these, one topping 5,200 views, which is great. That will likely continue as well. They're here with us frequently, and I also have started seeing them out supporting other creators as well, so I wish for you to get some of that support coming back to you. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Pardon me just for a second, I'll be right back. And I noticed that Virtual Shopkeeper DD is just dropping a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We just looked at that channel, but you'll notice that she took over the Stream Boss position, which is the video game life beater under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and the last person to knock them out takes over and becomes the next Stream Boss and gets some extra exposure for a little while. So that will be Virtual Shopkeeper DD. So thank you for that. As well, Whisper to Tatum is dropping another super chat, and that's to put Pete up on the screen. And it's really cool because we've had a few creators do that for each other, and I absolutely want to honor those. So thank you, Whisper to Tatum. I'm sure Scratch and Pete PA will be happy. Sometimes he's been known to wait almost 3 hours to get onto the screen. That's the thing about the wheel. I hope for everybody it brings fun, if not frustration. It's something we added a couple of years ago just to bring a little bit of suspense and variety. We never know how long it's going to take once you're on the wheel to get onto the screen. Now, Scratch and PPA is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. I described him as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. If you could imagine that somebody would be willing to support you for hours at a time, well over 500 times, and that's just on one channel. This is what kind of friend Scratch and PPA has been to me. He supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch or own, and he's out there. I describe him constantly as being one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. He is the reason why I use the words. Seems to be everywhere all the time to support several different creators. Janice Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Scratch and PPA has an interesting twist on his channel to something that is a very big category and genre, which is lottery ticket scratching. What he does is brings us the Scratch Challenge series of videos. This has been perfectly consistent for almost 2.5 years now, where he pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And he posts with perfect consistency. So his premieres will come out every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. And you'll notice that presentation is always at the forefront of his mind as well. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video came out about 3 years ago now. And you'll notice that his bright, beautiful avatar matches the thumbnails, which also give you a bit of a hint as to the giveaways that happen during his videos. His banner is updated every week to match the content of this week's video, and he happens to be a fellow Canadian. But because he's so supportive, I believe that that is a big part about his premieres and why he gets an overwhelming amount of support that comes through. Every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, like I said, without fail, he premieres. You're going to find a live chat that runs faster than this, faster than most you've seen in the Tuber Chat family, and it makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well, and sets it apart, makes it unique in its own experience, if that makes sense. Just Jason Keto is in the house along with the Bud Files. They're both here every single day, for which I'm grateful. Just Jason Keto happens to be a fellow Canadian as well. Let's spin the wheel. Thank you one more time, Whisper to Tatum, for that super chat on behalf of Scratch and PPA. I know he will appreciate that, and I certainly do appreciate the extra generous support. Kat Lynn is coming up in a moment. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Kat Lynn is up on the screen right now, and this is somebody who wants to bring us oracle readings. Now, I'm just going to go through their videos because I can see I'm about to fall behind. I'm going to grab one of these and put it into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. We'll see what else they've got for videos here. You can see that they mix things up, but they're giving us some information that can be helpful when we're thinking about what's been going on in our lives, what might be happening now, and what might be coming for tomorrow. And you can see that their shorts are starting to cross over 1,000 views as well. Shadow Gaming with Cooking, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Big Boy Facts Johnny TV still in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. When we get into the live streams on Kat Lynn's channel, we see 472 subscribers. First of all, these might be what carries them into the 500. They just streamed yesterday. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I don't think I've caught you for a live stream yet. But they seem to be doing these every 2 weeks or every week and a half or so. Hopefully that will keep up, and we will push them a little bit farther. So Kat Lynn has been with Tuber Chat now for what I believe is several months. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and getting some of that support coming back to you as well. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Pardon me, yeah, we looked at Whisper to Tatum, so let me spin the wheel again. I see our treasured home is in the house, so thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And we've still got a long way to go, well over 2 hours. Then Michael's Adventures will have a premiere for us, and we'll be able to continue meeting more friends and family members when we're over there. Right now, we're going to take a break for 3 minutes and come back with Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. Alright, we're back and looking at Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. I noticed as well a couple more channels came in. Cruise Nuts is here, The Gambler After Dark is in the house, and Little Ridge Farm dropped a super chat on us. So thank you for that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. Mark has done that countless times. We'll get that channel up onto the screen next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, of course. Also, the Bud Files, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. You're absolutely right. There are amazing supportive people here in the Tuber Chat family, for which I'm personally grateful as well. One of the couples of those people is Mike and Rihanna behind Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. And these creators happen to be fellow Canadians as well, from Medicine Hat, Alberta. They are bringing us a family vlogging channel, and one of the things we find about channels like this is they really are open to bringing any type of content at all. So, you know, some of the biggest YouTubers will recommend being completely niche, doing something with razor sharp focus, whether it's cooking, whether it's gardening, or other types of things. And then the other thing that you can consider is the idea of a variety channel or a vlogging channel like what Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have here. You just want to be deliberate in your intentions, right? And Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are constantly thinking about new ideas for content for their channel. I'm just going to take their latest video here and put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but they'll take us on all kinds of adventures. They'll do product reviews, they'll do comparisons, they bring us both indoors and outdoors, and they bring shorts videos and a lot of live streaming as well. One of the things that they love to do is swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours. So if there's anybody else here that would like to do that right now, you can reach out to them or anybody else by simply saying, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We see that their shorts videos are crossing over a couple thousand views now. And when we get into the live streams, we see that they post these frequently. They've got one coming up actually just in a couple of hours. Right after Tuber Chat, they'll have one today. We're going to go and raid into a premiere from Michael's Adventures, but we know that after that content today, we'll be able to join Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs for a live stream as well. And they'll allow everybody to connect the same way that we do here, so you'll likely meet more friends and family members over there. They've got their channel chopped into a lot of playlists as well, not just for swapping, but also so that their audience can binge watch any of the series of videos that they enjoy over there. I see Just Doing Our Best is here. They are going to help us with prepping in different ways. And I've got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And then Little Ridge Farm, like I said, dropped a super chat earlier. So we're going to put that channel up on the screen right now, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Little Ridge Farm is a couple of creators. One of them is Mark. Occasionally you'll find him with his daughter on their channel. They give us a wonderful look into their lives with shorts videos and live streams. And let's just see how the shorts are doing right now. They are already crossing into well over a couple thousand views here, so that will likely continue. In the live streams, they'll give us stories to be told. Obviously, a happy mail type video here, which is cool. They're always engaging with the chat. And Mark is somebody who jumps in on a lot of other StreamYard panels with other creators as well. So you might recognize that creator right away when I show Mark on the screen here with some of these thumbnails. Videos are something that's posted frequently as well. There's an interesting story. It's not the reason for a channel, it's just one aspect of their lives, but their home literally burned down within the last year, and they're now in the process of recouping and rebuilding, and they bring us that story as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Little Ridge Farm is another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you again, Mark, for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. He has done that countless times. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, we're almost at 70, so I will appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, because hopefully everybody's supporting each other with thumbs up whenever you're out at each other's channels, but they really do help And I know you have to turn the phone off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or a live stream and you get captivated by the content or the conversation and start saying hello to everybody and forget that thumbs up for a moment. That's why we give each other so many friendly reminders. And the Bud Files is here. They're here with us every single day, as a matter of fact. They are modern day archaeologists. What they seek to do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it, whether it is stories to be told or a look around. They'll take us on different adventures, usually to places like abandoned ghost towns or graveyards or cemeteries. But there's really a lot more to the channel as well. Shorts are one aspect, first of all, and these have started to get into the thousands of views, one of them popping over 15,000. Live streams are where you're going to see these creators doing all sorts of different things, both indoors and outdoors. They might be giving us some Christmas movie reviews. They might be singing and dancing, playing a game, or they might be taking us for a look around at a special event in their area. As well, videos are something that's posted frequently, and I'm just going to take the latest cemetery video, put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up and make sure I don't fall behind. Truly Miracle, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. Members get always added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Let's spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat today and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Be Amazing Sylvia is a creator that's been with me from the beginning. I believe even before Tuber Chat had even started. And thank you, D. Bailey Speaks. Yes, absolutely. vidIQ is something that's very popular and helpful. I've used both that, and TubeBuddy is something I use all the time. I'll just make a note of that, that D. Bailey Speaks is mentioning vidIQ. Be Amazing Sylvia is up here right now. Jan Homestead, I see you in the house as well. Oh, and then Whisper to Tatum, thank you. I started actually with StreamYard many years ago and then moved to Streamlabs Desktop, which is a version basically of OBS after a while. And they've broken off into their own thing, but Streamlabs Desktop is just a piece of software that gives you a little more creative control as to what you can put on the screen and the different aspects. But StreamYard is something I continue to use to this day. There's other services out there like Melon and Restream and things like that. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody who's also well-versed in the ideas of YouTube, the algorithm, the recommendation system, for instance. And, pardon me, I just need a window in the background here. I'm going to check something else. Be Amazing Sylvia is going to bring pure variety on her channel, but she's experiencing rapid growth right now. And her content can encompass just about anything that comes through in the idea of the life of Be Amazing Sylvia. And she is also somebody who is well known as one of the 7 creators that made up the Drop the Link Day crew, where there was a series of creators doing live streams for the purpose of meeting each other the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat, or very similarly. Be Amazing Sylvia will continue that tradition right now. So if you join her for a premiere and live stream, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're there. The True Ben Show, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. That's an interesting and generous thing to have done. Absolutely unnecessary, of course. Very much appreciated. Scratch and PPA is just dropping a super chat for Kristen Welton. So I'm going to put that channel up in a moment. And Phyllis Brown is on the wheel now. Together We Travel's in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Paul's Green Space is still here with us. And thank you for the thumbs up, D. Bailey Speaks. When we look at Be Amazing Sylvia, you see that she's now getting close to 11,000 subscribers. There has been an incredible growth spurt on this channel. I'm going to show you why in a moment. Now, first of all, we look at the video. She does everything from product reviews to vlogs to collaborations with other creators. I'm going to take her latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Live streams are something that comes up frequently. She's got one set for a few days from now. I've got the notification on for that. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. It's been a couple of weeks now. And then shorts is where the magic happens on this channel right this minute. She has really locked into something that is doing very well for her. You can see that some of these shorts videos are getting into the thousands of views, many well into the tens of thousands, and she's even got, look at this, one at 141,000, 214,000, 461,000 and 737,000 views. So she is just doing spectacularly, and her channel is growing in subscriber numbers as well right along with it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Be Amazing Sylvia. She has been a friend now of well over 3 years. I'm just going to show you a second channel she's started out here, which is Sylvia's Daily Positivity, where she plans to bring us more motivation and inspiration from the same creator behind Be Amazing Sylvia. Pond and Garden Sanctuary, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Now, Scratch and PPA just dropped a super chat on behalf of Kristen Welton. And Kristen is my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Scratch and PPA, of course, is a fellow Canadian. But, you know, he's been here since basically the beginning of Superchat. He found us within the first 20 or 30 episodes and has been here for every single stream since. Kristen is an interesting channel because I talk about this when I talk about Coastal Water, who came in. I'm not sure if I said hello, by the way. Coastal Water's here. I've got them on the wheel. Backlash Fisherman, and then another couple that comes to mind is Get to the Farm and I Want to Know. And the reason why I put so much focus on this is because the number one thing that I hear from creators that's their favorite part of their YouTube journey is the friendships that are made along the way. The number one complaint that I get from creators about their YouTube journey, the thing that they find most frustrating, is why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our channels when we can find people online willing to do it more than we would have imagined in the first place. And this, it makes it that much more special when we see in real life friends and family or married couples, for instance, in the channels I'm describing, supporting each other even though they have separate channels. So Kristen Welton has a channel of her own where she brings us beauty and lately a lot of product reviews. And you can see that presentation has been on the forefront of her mind for a very long time. Every thumbnail gets a special color scheme that she's claimed over a long period of time. I think it's getting on a couple of years now. These bright, bold headshots will make her recognizable. You'll notice that lately she's been doing a lot of product reviews. They don't have to be beauty reviews. She started with beauty, but has expanded into a lot of other things, but even sponsored videos as well. She's also done well with shorts videos, some of these getting into the tens of thousands of views, one over 28,000 as you see there. That's Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. He hasn't made a cameo appearance on Superchat in quite some time, and Spiky Bruiser really hates when I pick him up, but he's been on a couple of times as well. There's Kira, Kristen's daughter. She has a channel of her own as well, and you'll see that recently Kristen changed up the thumbnails just because she was doing a special series of videos there for epilepsy awareness. Kristen's full-time gig is running a non-profit organization that helps families living with and affected by epilepsy, and so she just occasionally does videos like that. Otherwise, the channel gets its typical branding or presentation. She's also gone into some live streams, indoors, outdoors, collaborations with other creators, and been interviewed several times as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you see when you get here. She has now almost 1,800 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer. Thank you one more time, Scratch and PPA, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, of course. Very much appreciated. And Scratch and PPA, all in one foul swoop, took over our Stream Boss position, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss. The last person to take over gets some extra exposure for a little while, so that will be our beloved Scratch and PPA. Now, Dre Lasher is coming up, and this is a creator who's promised to make sure that I know when they get to their monetization, they will inform me. I never want to miss people's birthdays, celebrations of any kind, milestone crossings, especially monetization. Dark Swordsman Gaming, I've got you on the wheel, by the way. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And when we look at Dre Lasher, we see that this creator's actually got 2 channels now, so they've broken into a second channel, Dre Hair and Fitness. But if we look at their first channel here, we see that they're at 927 subscribers, officially on the road to the magical 1K. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this video, it looks like a live stream replay, but I'm going to take this and put this into my catch-up list because you're likely working on watch hours right now. My dear friend Elevate with Vern will say that, you know, if by the time you get to 500 subscribers, it's time to start working on watch hours so that you can be close or make it when you get to the 1,000 subscribers. One of the things we don't want to see is, you know, creators get to 1,000 and then they're just waiting for the watch hours to get monetized. It's a wonderful feeling when you already have the hours. So we just want to try that whenever we can. You know, easier said than done, of course. Butler Family Farm, thank you for coming in and keeping that membership going. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Dre Lasher has got a second channel here, but this is where she's going to bring us variety more than anything else. So she'll talk about motivation for self and others. And when we dig through the videos, we'll get an idea of a lot of stories to be told, life lessons to be shared from this creator. Shorts videos are something they've gotten into, and these have started to pop. One of them over 5,000 views, which is great. Live streams are frequent. I've caught them many times, but they're doing this almost every day. So hopefully we'll catch them for that. When I get over to the other channel, we'll see they're posting over here frequently as well. This is Dre Hair and Fitness, but this creator is a fitness fanatic, and I've caught them for some of these fitness live streams lately. Here, they're going to help us with some hair care as well, getting into almost a couple thousand views on their shorts. And as you can see, like I said, live streams are frequent here, pretty much every day over here as well, which is great. 163 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're going to be thinking about. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Oh, Scratch and PPA, my dear goodness. That's an overly generous super chat. Forgive me, the color had me confused for a second. That's I don't want to make too much of a big deal about it, but that's absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. You know what I mean. The colors change. Recently what happened is because probably of inflation and exchange rates and things like that, they fluctuate. A lot of things are backed by the US and then the rest of the world in these online services like YouTube. I'm not saying it's right, it's just a guess, but they do the pricing structure around the US dollar in a lot of cases, right? So things in Canada can be similar, but not exact. And so you might see, especially when you get things like super chats from Canadians, the amount and the color of the ribbon might change. And you might wonder, why is that? Why would a $50 super chat be an orange stripe? That's supposed to be 20, but it's because they've raised the prices and moved them around and things like that. So forgive me for not catching that right away, Scratch and PPA, but thank you again for that. To Be Irish Live is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Ace Flaw 1 is up right now. This is another channel I described as being a friend of over 3.5 years now. He's been with me on my personal channel before Tuber Chat was even a thought, and has been supportive all the way along. You see now, after 565 episodes of Tuber Chat, Ace Flaw 1 is still coming around as often as they can, just about every day still, actually, and supporting other creators, obviously, in a loyal and dedicated way. Obviously, over the long term, too, because we're talking about years now. This creator's passed over 4,100 subscribers, and he brings us travel videos. He only posts occasionally, as you can see, but the channel is well established. We can see that he's got a few shorts videos as well. Some of these have started to cross, or at least one of them over 1,000 views. That will likely continue. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. She's another dear friend that brings us delicious looking content on her channel. The Stock Explorer, I'm not sure whether I actually said hello. I think I did at the very beginning of the stream, but you've been on the wheel since the beginning. They're a member and moderator, of course, as is Michael's Adventures. Truly Miracle is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel for today. I can imagine I'm already behind, but we'll find out when we get there. Again, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Truly Miracle has now over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 we know they're going to be thinking about. On their banner, they talk about reviews, talks, commentary, but we can see some delicious looking content in their videos as well. And they'll give us some ideas on their About page as they want to talk to us about life, food, money, student loans, snack, food, and beverage reviews. And then I can see I'm behind. So I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And we see that in their shorts videos, they are crossing over 1,000 views, getting close to almost 2,000 views now, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Truly Miracle's been a long time, very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Of course, they're a member, so they had been on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today. Pardon me. Let's spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. And then thank you so much to Be Irish Live. They're just going to leave the stream running. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Pardon me, Dark Swordsman Gaming is coming up right now. And let's get Dark Swordsman Gaming up there on the screen. And they're obviously bringing us video gameplay at 136 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're going to be thinking about. I've got a late ARC rant and review. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a way that I keep caught up with creators, but we can see they're bringing a variety in gameplay here. A lot of Final Fantasy here, similar to what we saw from Holly's Adventures. And then when we look at the live streams, they're streaming frequently, so hopefully they'll pick that back up. It's been a couple of weeks, but they typically do many live streams every few days or so. And then I wonder if we'll see shorts on this channel at some point. Some video games, I think, especially if the I wonder if this is going to make sense the way I describe it. Sometimes you play a video game of different types. It could be 2D, it could be 3D, it could be classic, it could be brand new. The character stays in the same position on the screen, even though the world is moving around, right? If that's the case, it might very easily be possible to strip shorts out of your gameplay videos. But it's just a thought more than anything else. Apparently they do well. You've got to build a catalog like everything else we talk about. The idea of making a video everybody's going to like, or a live stream or a shorts that everybody's going to like, is really hard to do. But if you build a lot of different videos, or no, I don't mean different, I just mean if you build a catalog of, let's say, 50 or 100 of them, eventually some of them are going to really start to move, and you'll get an idea as to what might vibe with your audience. And then hopefully you'll be back soon enough, and hopefully you're doing what is needed to pardon me, to take care Dark Swordsman Gaming. But they're obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here, so we'll be looking forward to new content when you have it. Next up is going to be Michael's Adventures. They are here as a beloved, dedicated moderator as well as a member, but Michael's Adventures is somebody I describe as one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my last 6 years on YouTube. And he does a lot that I believe goes unseen. The reason why I put it that way, this particular creator is very much of the mindset of wanting to help others much more than they expect for themselves ever. And I'm very lucky as the host of Superchat. You know, creators reach out to me all the time. There's just about every day somebody I'm having a conversation with, and anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And I get to hear from different creators. I'm always happy to hear anything that you notice, anything that you see, ideas that you have, or lessons learned during your YouTube journey. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And, Michael's Adventures is somebody who reaches out as opposed to the idea of like, hey, who can you get to run my playlist? He does the opposite. He's somebody who over the last almost 3 years now has been somebody to reach out and say, hey, who do you know that needs watch hours that I can help? And he's always running at least a couple at a time. So he'll be willing to swap playlists with anybody that would like to do that. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now that just speaks to the generosity of this creator behind the channel. Canadian Family Life, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. When we look at the content on Michael's Adventures channel, we're actually going to get a good look in a little while, because we are going to catch a premiere, not the one that we see right here, but this one here is ready to go right after Tuber Chat in another couple of hours. And we'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members on his channel during that premiere, as always. Butler Family Farm has a new video coming up with barbecue chop suey, which is something I don't believe I've ever seen. So that'll be interesting to see. Now, Michael's Adventures brings variety in his content. He literally has, as you can see, over 3,000 videos on his channel. He posts every single day. Mostly wildlife. He's able to capture a lot of deer, a lot of raccoons, foxes, there's bird watching on the channel, and that makes up the bulk of what you're going to find here. But he also takes us out for looks around his area, stories to be told, possibly a vlogging type video when he's out on a trip or a vacation. Now, Michael's Adventures as well has some shorts videos here with a common theme. You'll find a lot of lottery ticket scratching, but throughout his videos on his channel, in amongst the variety, you might find him playing a slots game on a tablet or something else as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this incredibly generous creator, and he's working on 1,200 subscribers now, so we'd love to get him a little bit farther. Postcard and a pint, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I saw April Showers come in. I've got them on the wheel also. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Coastal Waters coming up, and I talked about this channel just for a brief second when Kristen Welton was up, and I mentioned, like, Get to the Farm, I Want to Know. They're similar stories to what I talk about when I mention Coastal Water and Backlash Fishermen, because this is a husband and wife combo. Even though they have separate channels, they support each other wholeheartedly. So much so that you actually might see them on each other's channels frequently. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Coastal Water. She might take us indoors or outdoors. A lot of ride-along live streams. She calls them car confessions. We're going to look at those in a moment. And she might also be indoors or outdoors in her videos. A lot of delicious looking content on this channel. I've caught her in the kitchen many times. She's also got different unboxing videos and might bring any type of variety actually. Here's some almost garden update type videos as well. When we look at the live streams, this is where I find Coastal Water more than anything else. Obviously not in the last week, but hopefully I'll catch one of these again shortly. But she does these ride along live streams. This is what I was talking about, called Car Confession, and it could be just going about errands or, you know, whatever adventure is up for the day. There's Backlash Fishermen there collaborating with them, and these creators both do ride along live streams like this as well. So it's wonderful to see, first of all, the family togetherness that you see on the channel all the time, not to mention the support given by this husband and wife combo on their separate channels. So let's go over to I don't think I looked at Coastal Water Shorts videos. Let's have a look at those for a second. You'll see more delicious looking content here, so much so that their videos are getting into the couple and 3,000 views and more now. When we go over to Backlash Fisherman, we see a first responder that's going to bring us fishing first on their channel. Sometimes they take us out on an adventure as well. Let's look at how their shorts are doing first, because they've got them front and center here. They've crossed over 3,000 views now. That will likely continue. The videos can bring a lot of fishing, maybe a little bit more variety occasionally, or a story to be told, but the live streams are where I catch Backlash Fishermen more than anything else. And I can see I'm way behind with them. It's been a month. Hopefully I'll catch them for one of these. They've got two different series. So they do Hobby Hangout, which is something where they might bring on some familiar faces in StreamYard panels, and then they do these ride-along live streams where they take us on an adventure or their daily routine, and we get to hang out with them. And if we dig through the channel, we'll find Coastal Water right there on one of the thumbnails. So again, I think it's a wonderful thing when we have creators that are supporting each other that are also in real life friends or family, and I've talked about that many times before. No Fear, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Pardon me just for a second. The Stock Explorer is going to come up right now. I'm actually drinking coffee for once here. The Stock Explorer is a fan. I keep forgetting to ask them. You learn things about creators the more you hang out on their channels or get to know them, right? Coastal Water has been an incredibly supportive creator. But the Stock Explorer as well has become somebody who's a dear friend also, because we talk behind the scenes. Now, anybody can reach out anytime, whether it's on a Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I'm on those networks all the time, so I'd love to hear anything that you've noticed in your YouTube journey, anything you find that can be helpful to myself or anybody else. GJ Journeys, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at the Stock Explorer, we also see that Nora... Now, this is a generous creator that wants to bring information to help educate people and help us with our finances, actually, because typically what the channel was built for was to bring the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They talk about things like Robinhood. I forget for the life of me if Nora uses Webull or not, but we've got another couple of creators that use some of these apps. Depending on what country you're in, things might be the smallest bit different, but Nora is going to give us beginner tutorials right up to advanced topics, anything from getting down with the lingo and familiar with some of the things we might hear in the crypto and stock markets, as well as things like options trading, NFTs, and other advanced topics as well. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Now, the Stock Explorer has really expanded their content on their channel, and they've built up quite a reputation, not only as a moderator, but as a host. They get into StreamYard panels, they jump on with a lot of other creators and generously share content that way. They've got some shorts on their channel that are typically random, but these are starting to get into the thousands of views now, which is great. Videos, you'll most often find stock information here as well. They get into a bit of variety. They've often got product in hand. When we get into the live streams, you see sometimes they have charts and graphs for us to see. A lot of friendly conversation. They often bring up StreamYard panelists here, like we see. That's frequent. And then as well, they've had a couple of interviews. I even joined them on their channel. I guess it's getting on a few months ago now for a 2-hour talk about YouTube there. But Nora is somebody who wants to help other people with their YouTube journey as well. You'll always be welcome to meet more friends and family members in their premieres and live streams. One of the things you'll notice is all the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine and dear friends of each other, and they have been for a long time. They all have an overwhelming sense of generosity, and they all live with the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. It's probably what drew me to each of them, and I promise you I could go on for hours in my stories about Nora and all of our moderators, in my friendships with them, and the different things that I love about what they're doing in their own YouTube journeys and for their communities. Ben Cyan Games, good to see you in the house. Now, the Stock Explorer as well has a second channel. We'll look at that in a second. They're almost at 1,700 subscribers here, but they've also got Tropical Buzz. They happen to be in Florida. The idea behind this channel is they're going to educate us about plant life and then grow some of their own as well. Now, we're entering growing season. Now, Nora's a hard worker, so in between regular full-time work and running an original YouTube channel, they're going to try to get to some growing as well, but they've gotten involved in seed swaps and things with other creators also. The Stock Explorer is a very vibrant channel, and what you're going to find there is a lively chat that runs during premieres and especially live streams, so you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members, both with Nora and with any of our moderators' channels, like we'll see from Michael's Adventures in another hour and a half or so. Jedi Cameron, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you everybody for those thumbs up. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give those thumbs up from time to time. Just Doing Our Best is coming up right now, and I see Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is in the house. That's another creator that is constantly supporting others, both in live chats and on screen. Coastal Water, I keep forgetting. I don't know why I forget now. Coastal Water came up with a fun line. I was doing something, adding a command into the live stream where the robots, like we use 4 here, Bottissimo, Nightbot, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements, and I was putting a command, I forget what it was, and then when I did it one day, Coastal Water just said roll call, and if I spell it properly, it's going to make me aware of whether the robots have shown up to work for their free shifts, which is almost all of them. Nightbot, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements. I pay for Streamlabs, but you don't have to use the chatbot. Bottissimo is a paid service, but I do pay for that. I use it on every channel that I run. I really love the different aspects of the benefits on that one. Trippin' with Dre and Michelle is coming up on the wheel. They happen to be a member, and I see James Gype is in the house. He's been another friend since the beginning of TuberChat, getting on 3 years now. He will also allow you to meet more friends and family members on his channel. Most of you know James Gype already. And then Budgeting Just Because is another channel that's going to help us with our finances. It's good to see you here. And we're looking at Just Doing Our Best that's going to talk to us about prepping right now. And the idea is preparing for whatever disaster might come along. But, preparedness can help regardless of whether disaster is going to strike. Now, they might take us indoors or outdoors to give us an idea about some of the activities they want to bring forth, but we see that they also have video shorts and live streams to bring us this information with. Their live streams are starting to get towards 3,000 views and beyond, so that will likely continue. And then live streams are something that's frequent. They're going to do a shout out and chat. That'll come up tomorrow. Hopefully I'll catch that. Mondays are a tough day for me, but I'll got my notification on. I think I accidentally turned it off. I got my notification on there, so hopefully I'll catch that one. And they seem to be doing these frequently as well, a couple of times a week, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. When we get to their about page, we'll get an idea of what they want to bring for us, including gardening, chickens, ducks, food preservation, freeze drying, and everything in between. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm sure you will. They're here with us just about every single day. Yesterday they pulled an overwhelmingly generous maneuver and gifted a bunch of memberships as well. I know a lot of people are excited about that. So over 1,200 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300 we know they're going to be thinking about as well. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I did put Trippin' with Dre and Michelle on the wheel. They'll be up soon enough. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now, and M&T Living and Cooking is going to be added to the wheel in a moment because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Butler Family Farm now has over 1,100 subscribers. They're actually well on the way towards 1,200. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Butler Family Farm comes to us with 116 acres of farming, ranching, and homesteading activities. And they are going to give you some information on their About page as to what they're going to bring us on their farm. They have a herd of cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as some dogs and cats. We all love pets, I'm sure. And then when the farming day is done, they keep busy with bowling and woodworking, quilting and other fiber crafts, blacksmithing and gaming, as well as gardening. And when they travel, they'll bring us for that as well. So they've opened themselves up to quite a bit of variety on the channel along with their farming activities. I'm just going to take their bucket potatoes video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up playlist. That's just something I use to keep caught up with creators. And let's look at how their shorts videos are doing as well. When we look at their shorts videos, we see that some of these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. That will likely continue as well. And I think I know finally where our thumbs down are coming from. It doesn't happen every single day, but it's interesting because what happens is if you, I don't expect anybody to watch the analytics quite this closely, but while you're live streaming, once in a while you'll see a channel come in and you wonder to yourself, I wonder if they're the troll that's been giving me the thumbs down. But I think I've just nailed it. And we don't get them all the time, but we see like sometimes there are, spammers and trollers that come along. It's usually not personal. Sometimes it's another channel that's very similar and they just, for whatever reason, don't understand the idea behind the word competition. Let's just say like Wendy's and McDonald's are not trying to put each other out of business. If they did, nobody would care about hamburgers anymore if there was only one. So the idea is that if somebody could be so lucky as to shut a channel like Superchat down, there's hundreds and thousands of these growth streams out there, tons of them. But if you could shut down a similar channel, people would have no choice but to go to yours. That's not how that works. Nobody would care anymore. But it's interesting. So if I'm right, thank you for that. Keep it up. YouTube usually takes those away after a couple of days, but I do appreciate the interaction. And then Janice, Janice Stigliano, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Bullock Experience, good to see you here. And in the background, like if you happen to be on a computer, you can always check that. But I did, actually, there was another channel that came in. I wondered if they were doing it because of something that they said. I was mistaken, so that I know that, I think 20 minutes ago we didn't have any thumbs down. Now we do. So you're not doing a great job of keeping it hidden, especially when I only get one. But Butler Family Farm, again, has their shorts videos up. We see, like I said, they're getting into the thousands of views. Live streams are something they've been doing frequently. They just did one. And lots of StreamYard panels. Here we see a lot of familiar faces, which is great. I'm assuming these creators are using the system that allows you now on StreamYard to stream out to other channels at the same time. So it's great that so many creators are using that. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. I haven't done it yet, but I probably will at some point. Embry Family Entertaining 7, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's think about spinning the wheel. Charlene Heal is here with her second channel, which is called Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. So I'm going to get them onto the wheel in a second here. Lugo Studios is also here as a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Cricket 208 is up on the screen right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And now, I also recommend in almost every case, you've heard me talk about trolling and spamming and things like that before. The truth is, you really shouldn't engage at all. You certainly shouldn't call anybody out. And I'd like not to tell everybody what they should or shouldn't do, even though I just did. But if at all possible, I know it can be emotionally frustrating, but you really should not, or consider not, calling people out, especially when you notice bad behavior, like if you're sure you know who's trolling and you caught them in the background, because they get more angry. And one of the things that we've learned is, especially when we talk about behavior that may not be typical, or mentalities that might not be typical, one thing that I've noticed online in the last 6 years is when you catch a liar does not like to be called a liar. They freak out in the biggest way. So it's better just to ignore the stuff. So I hope you will consider doing as I say and not what I do. But the other thing too is, my excuse would be here in Tuber Chat. I also don't mind doing a couple of things that are, let's say, experimental or against my own advice, just so that we can see the reactions or we can understand, right? Because I promise you, when it comes to things like trolling and spamming, I've been through a good handful of it myself as well. The worst of the worst usually passes after a couple of weeks. But forgive me, I don't mean to talk about it so much today. So Cricket 208 is up right now with 113 subscribers, and they've got a brand new video in their featured position here. I'm not sure when they put this up a month ago. Let's look at the shorts first, actually, because they've got those front and center on the channel. Also, these have started to cross over 1,000 views, which is great. Pardon me, that will likely continue. I just want to see their about page for a second. Random content, nature, cats, dogs, birds, life, maybe some reactions as well are what we can expect on this channel. So we'll see as they continue. Some indoors, mostly outdoors, as far as we see in the video so far. What I'm going to do is take this video in your featured position here. YouTube gives us a lot of opportunity to dress up our front page in different ways. Collections of playlists like this, or putting up different groups of videos in a featured video or a trailer. I'm going to take your featured video here and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to run that. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I think I missed something there. Yes, I did. Forgive me. I didn't mean to miss that. Charlene Heal dropped a super chat. That's Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, actually. So we'll put that channel on the screen right away. I just spun the wheel, so Lugo Studios will be next. Charlene Heal actually has two channels. We'll look at both of these. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When you spell Charlene Heal properly, unlike what I just did, it'll come up right away. Pardon me just for a second. We'll be right back. Pardon me. So, Oh, thank you very much, Janice. It's good to have you here for the first time. Hopefully you're already meeting friends and family members. Charlene Heal, like I said, has 2 channels. We'll look at both of those. Now, this creator brings wellness coaching on their channel through video shorts and live streams. These are very short, but I'm going to take the latest video that you've got here. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list just so that I don't fall behind. But when you get into the shorts videos, we see that she's already passing over 1,600 views here on this channel. And then when we get into live streams, these are something that is frequent, and she will bring us her wellness coaching, sometimes with a guest. I believe she does StreamYard panels over here on this channel. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, because she's got 2 channels. Yeah, here we go. Here's a guest. We'll look at another one in a moment. I'm actually going to take this as well, because this live stream replay isn't too long. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well, especially because it's Sunday today. We're expecting to be back in a couple of days. My outdoor work is about to start this week. And what I mean by that is, some of you may not know, but during the good weather months, I'm in Ontario, Canada, but I do construction work, actually, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays usually. So we've got to consider, or I've got to consider, how I'm going to work the schedule now. It was a little bit different last year. I'm no longer able to do Fridays at all. So I'm not sure whether we'll be back on Tuesday or Wednesday. It will probably be late night either way. I've got to look at the weather as well, because if we end up with a rain day, I could do a stream that day, so we'll keep on top of it. We always move the streams around, different days, different times, so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones as well. Thank you, Pond and Garden Sanctuary. Budgeting Just Because is still in the house. Thank you, Eddie Lugo Studios. You're going to be up in another moment here. I accidentally spun the wheel earlier, actually. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is the second channel from Charlene Heal. Here she brings wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship, again, through video shorts and live streams. So when we look at the videos, we're going to see a lot of different ideas, all positive, all motivating, possibly inspiring. When we get into the shorts videos, we see that she's getting into the thousands of views on this channel, getting into even over 6,700 views on one of these. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that these are frequent, coming in at, she's put a couple of them out yesterday, but usually every week or so. So 781 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 we know she's going to be thinking about. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. Next up is going to be Eddie Lugo Studios in 3 minutes. Oops. We're accidentally back a second early. That's okay. Eddie Lugo Studios is, pardon me. I'm joking while I'm laughing there. Eddie Lugo Studios is up right now. We actually spun the wheel right before going on break there. And thank you again, Charlene Heal, by the way, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. Both of those channels are from the same creator, but she dropped a super chat, so we had that channel up right away. Now, Eddie Lugo Studios is somebody who is incredibly supportive creator. He just came into the Tuber Chat family not too long ago now. It's just been a couple of months, but I see him everywhere supporting all kinds of people. And it's interesting because we had this influx of travel channels and travel content, including a lot of cruising channels, cruising content over the last long while. Most of these channels have a little bit more travel on them, not just cruising, but it is wonderful when we've got a couple of creators who bring us cruising channels as well. Now, Eddie Lugo Studios has gotten into a ton of live streams. I've caught him what feels like 100 times already, even though he's only been here a few months, because he's posting frequently. He is either on or on somebody else's channel all the time. Lots of familiar faces in these StreamYard panels. He does streaming almost every morning, almost every evening. He's bouncing around supporting other creators, which is great, and here with us almost every day. So Eddie Lugo Studios now is working on 1,400 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these live streams again as well. Let's see how the shorts are doing before I get into the videos and catch up there. Here he's crossed over 1,000 views. That will likely continue because he's got one here that's getting pretty close. And then what as well I'm going to do is catch up with his videos. I'm going to take the second one here because it's a little bit longer than the latest one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be great tools for a lot of different things. One thing you might consider as well for anybody that is posting shorts, which is most of us now, is I hope you're using your community tab. There are a million different things you can do with that thing, a million different reasons why, but one of the things you can consider is putting an entire playlist of your shorts videos out as a post on your community tab as well. You might get somebody rolling through them. One of the reasons why dropping a playlist link is great anywhere, on other social networks, on your community tab, anywhere at all, is because when somebody gets to a video through a playlist link, then it means that they are guaranteed to watch one of your videos if they get to the end of the first one. And for some people, they might binge watch and just keep it going, right? So that's great for retention. And shorts videos can lend themselves to that as well. So it's just an idea more than anything else. Foxy's friends, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member. We're going to put them on the wheel right away. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. The Bullock Experience, I'm not sure if I said hello today, but I do have you on the wheel. And it's going to be time very soon for me to add some more names to our wheel from our chat list. We always do that based on who's been most active, and I have one of the robots in the background named Bautissimo that helps me keep track of that. Mike and Rihanna family vlogs we actually saw earlier. I forgot to take them off the wheel. We'll spin again. We'll get another channel ready to go. And as soon as we get down to 5 or 6 names on the wheel, within another 3 or 4, we'll start adding names from our chat list. So just Jason Keto, another fellow Canadian, is coming up. This is somebody who wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Pardon me just for a second. I need a moment, and then we'll look at his content. Oh, I think when I was laughing and coughing there, I spilled coffee on my keyboard there. I don't want to do that. Just Jason Keto is sitting at 775,000 subscribers. I hope there's a day that I can say that, but it certainly is possible. For now, 775, working on 800. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. And Just Jason Keto is somebody I caught not too long ago. It was actually for a premiere, but we were talking in the chat. And one of the things I mentioned, I said, this is really great because some of his videos include other, what almost look like StreamYard panelists. You'll see here, so first of all, he does a lot of live streams. This particular video was one that I caught during the premiere, was able to sit and chat. This is another thing that's a benefit to premieres as well, is that you can interact with your audience while the premiere is running. So even though it's a video and not a live stream, you're still able to have conversation and improve the context, if that makes sense. Now, Just Jason Keto is somebody who brings in other people to talk about their stories, about their keto-based lifestyles or diets, and what they'll talk about is their life experience, and always related to the keto diet or lifestyle. The idea is that if more information gets out there, then more people will eventually be helped, right? If they're looking for this kind of a thing. And we've got a few channels now in the keto category that are going to help us out. But Just Jason Keto is going to bring us both information and opinion. He brings in panelists to help expand the context, like I say, as well as he will give us tips, tricks, product reviews, and hacks so that we can get more value out of some of the things that we might already be looking into when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle, which is great. And, I keep saying this, it was inspired literally by that premiere hanging out that day. So literally, this is all well beyond 2.5 years into Tuber Chat now, and things are still improving. I continue learning from creators of all sizes, with channels of all sizes, every single day. And in the idea of that particular premiere, is the idea that we might hear a lot of different things in our life. We might hear a lot of the same information. A lot of people want to be helpful. Not everybody goes about it in a perfect way. And I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking in your life. A lot of your closest friends and family can really throw down the hammer on you sometimes when it comes to, let's say, somebody like myself who could use some weight loss right now. A friend or a family member in a caring way might say, well, what are you doing? Stop drinking all that pop, And, that not necessarily is going to strike the right chord with somebody. But when you hear life stories like what Just Jason Keto is bringing with a lot of these friends on his channel, they might talk about some of the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the different fluctuations that go on during our lifetimes, and try to explain some of the things that did strike the right chord with them. And that might then therefore strike the right chord with you if you're somebody who's thinking about that kind of information. Now, regardless whether you need any weight loss or whether you're thinking about a keto-based diet or lifestyle, I believe just as much as I talk about finance, that any of this healthy eating, healthy living information and stories can help people as well, because almost anybody can eat a little bit healthier, live a little bit healthier, I'm sure, and we never know. So Just Jason Keto is really bringing a wealth of information, not to mention the life stories that have been told by different creators, and I'm hoping myself to take inspiration from him and a few other creators here in the chat as well, but he absolutely wants to help others. And Just Jason Keto's posting frequently, so videos are coming out every few days. Live streams are happening a couple of times per week, and then again, like I said, when we look at the shorts, we see that he's doing well, also getting into the thousands of views now. One of these has popped over 22,000 views, so it kind of shows you that people are always drawn to either cooking videos, food videos, possibly the idea of healthy eating and healthy living. Even if we're not going to do it, we like the idea of watching it, so we'll see. But Just Jason Keto also is an incredibly supportive creator here with us every single day, and like I said, just happens to be a fellow Canadian as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. A generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as is Kelly Bullock from the Bullock Experience. This is another channel that brings us fishing first through video, shorts, and live streams. The live stream conversation can go just about anywhere whence it starts, but it's catfishing first here. The Bullock Experience is another creator who's here with us almost every single day. He's expanded into a second channel now, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but he's also crossed his 1,000 subscribers and is now well on the way towards 1,100. When we get into his shorts videos, we're going to see that these are getting into the thousands of views, so that will likely continue as well. And this is what I'm talking about with the live streams. He's often got StreamYard panels. That was a bit of a different one, taking us for a ride along, but he might actually be fishing. And, you know, there's a big community out there of fishing creators and channels as well. So the Bullock Experience has now broken into a second channel, and I'm going to look at that in a quick second here. It's called Gaming Experience with Kelly. And this is where we get to see some video gameplay. He's mixing these up. He's got some WWE in there, the last couple of videos, as well as some Minecraft. And I think he got into Call of Duty. Was I wrong about that? Maybe I'm wrong. American Truck Simulator and Fishing Sims World Pro Tour. So this is cool. And it's wonderful that we get to see another side of a creator that we've known so well for so long. Gaming Experience with Kelly and the Bullock Experience has been with us for a long time. So this new channel now has 38 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. We know that that road is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and far beyond, and lots of other milestones all the time. And Foxy's Friends is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator has got going on. If anybody would like to swap playlists, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We still got a long way to go today. We can stay up to another just over an hour if anybody would like to. I'm going to start adding names to the wheel from our chat list right this second, actually, and then we'll get back to spinning. It's always based on who's been most active in the chat. You notice that I put a lot of focus on engaging conversation. There's a lot of reason for that, right? And when you're on somebody else's channel for premieres and live streams, you're sending true engagement into the YouTube algorithm when you're engaging in true conversation. It's showing YouTube, hey, we're actually talking about this. This is engaging content. Therefore, YouTube might push it out. So it's a great service to any host. We put a lot of focus on it here, and I'm lucky to be using a robot called Botissimo that keeps track of this. So I have a list in the background. I'll show it to you before we talk about Foxy's Friends here. And this tells me who's been most active in the chat. The usual suspects are there. Scratch and PPA, of course, at the top. Stock Explorer, Just Jason Keto, Whisper to Tatum is there. And it's time to start adding some names. So Creative Beauty Butterfly is coming up right now on the wheel. And I'll get one more name, and then we'll get back to what we're doing with Foxy's Friends. We'll talk about this special one-of-a-kind channel in the chat, actually. Sarah's Quilting Journey is coming up on the wheel also, and I'll get some more names as we need them. Usually when we get down to about 5 or 6, I start adding some more names. So Foxy's Friends is here with 392 subscribers right now. This channel is meant to memorialize Foxy Mama, who's the star of the show, and we see them in all the thumbnails when we look at this channel. You'll get more about the story when you get to the About page and understand who Foxy Mama is, and hopefully we're going to see some more content from the channel, but they did actually put out a few more videos lately as well. Their shorts videos are getting close to a couple thousand views, which is great, so that will likely continue as well. I'm going to take this video that you've got. I know it's very short, but it's in your featured position here, so I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. But Foxy's Friends is here with us almost every day, and another incredibly supportive channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. We're almost at 100. We're at 95 right now. So thank you everybody for that. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I'm not sure if Growing What I Eat is still in the house. I'm not sure if I actually said hello to them, but I've got them on the wheel. They've been on there a long time now. We still got a few names that have been waiting a while, but we always never know how long it's going to take once you're on the wheel, of course, right? Sarah's Quilting Journey is here with 832 subscribers and on the screen for the very first time. So I'm hoping that we'll give them a warm welcome into the Superchat family. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my Watch Later list, which is a playlist we all have on YouTube. It's a private playlist. You can use that as a tool as well. I use mine all the time. And after the stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat and have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. April Showers is coming up right now. Let's see what this creator has got going on for us. April Showers is somebody who brings to us a special online service called Spreaker. And this is where they're able to have conversation in a podcast style. Now, they're doing a few other videos here. I'm going to take the latest one and put this in my catch-up list so I can see what they've been up to lately. We're going to look at the shorts videos as well and see that these have popped into the thousands of views. One of these is beyond 21,000, which is great. That will likely continue as well. And then here, a lot of stories to be told or conversations to be had. And when we look through the content enough, we find, where's that Spreaker video? They're doing what looks like more like StreamYard panels here. I saw the one Spreaker one, and I wonder if that's something they're going to continue with. Here, this, it's in the videos, that's why, yes, a podcasting type of online service as well. We've seen that from a couple of creators now, but April Showers has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. And they're going to talk about music and talk shows, everyday events, lots of conversation and stories to be told here. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Tatum Loves Horror is in the house. Did you start a second channel? Is that what that, and I didn't understand that at the time, Whisper to Tatum. I wonder if that's Tatum Loves Horror with another channel. They've changed names a couple of times. That's why I wonder. M&T Living and Cooking, incredibly supportive creators. They are out. I see them in premieres and live streams all the time supporting other creators. They've got 958 subscribers right now. I think we looked at their channel earlier, didn't we, today? Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I wonder if, I'm not sure if Kristen Welton is still here, or the Stock Explorer, Michael's Adventures, or Scratch and Pete PA, or one of our moderators knows whether we looked at this channel. I can't remember whether it was today or yesterday that we looked at this, so forgive me for that. I'm going to take their latest video, though, make sure it's in my catch-up list so I can keep caught up with them, but they're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, which is great. They recently took a cruise and brought us content there. M&T Living and Cooking is going to bring a lot of cooking videos, but also fishing, RC cars, as well as family fun and outdoors, and like I said, I see them out supporting other creators all the time. Past Life Explorer is another friend of almost 3 years now, responsible for a small explosion of paranormal channels coming into the Superchat family, many of which are still with us today. Past Life Explorer is just doing fantastic. I run into them as often as we can. I've told people from the beginning, it gets harder as time goes on. When you're following more and more and more and more channels, it becomes few and far between when you start to see each other in each other's live streams or videos and things like that. But as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody will be just fine. Past Life Explorer is a perfect example because that channel continues to grow. He continues to support other creators, and it's always a pleasure having him come through here as well. M&T Living and Cooking. Let's look at the shorts videos. These have gotten into thousands of views, one of them over 16,000, which is great, so that will likely continue as well. As you can imagine, delicious looking content on the channel, but there's another video that they did, a live stream on a cruise, which is really, really cool. Like I said, we've got a few creators now. We've got cruising channels, we've got travel channels bringing us cruising content, and there we go. Oh, I see Whisper to Tatum has got 2 channels, so thank you for that. Yes, Past Life Explorer. I don't know why it is. The recommendation given engine is giving me more of Channy stuff than yours lately. I don't know how everybody uses their own notifications and things like that, but I almost never watch videos based on the notifications. What happens is when I can be on, and forgive me, Frank Terzo, we're going to get back to your channel, I go to the subscription feed, I look at who's on, and then I start picking live streams from here. Usually I have 3 or 4 live streams running, or 3 live streams in a playlist, or a couple premieres or whatever, but that's how I get them. But usually what happens is I've been running into Channy's Unexplained Adventures lately, and for those of you who know Past Life Explorer, you know that these two creators interchange on each other's channels all the time. And I found that interesting the other day when I noticed that. But hopefully I'll get some recommendations for Past Life Explorer soon. He's had for years a lively live stream. He can have up to a full house on his StreamYard panels. He's been a friend a long time as well. Like I said, he's brought us lots of friends here, and some of those are still with us today. Frank Turzo is up right now with over 1,000 subscribers, working on 1,100. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. Somebody who I'm still getting to know, but brings us original music. So let's see what they've got on their channel right now. I'm going to grab one of the latest videos here. This is from a month ago, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. We see that they've got some shorts videos, and these are starting to get close to 1,000 views. That will likely continue. They've chopped up their channel into a few playlists that we can catch, and I'll look forward to more content on the channel as well. Hopefully everybody will check out the About page when you get there. And Frank Turzo is somebody who's been with us just about every single day lately, and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I'm going to grab some names from our chat list for our wheel again. And it's always based on activity in the chat. The secret to that, of course, is true conversation with other creators. Canadian Family Life is going to come up. And thank you, Whisper to Tatum, for another super chat. They've done that more than once today. I'm going to put their other channel up for that reason. Tatum Loves Horror. I wonder if it'll come up if I just type it. Maybe not easily. Yeah, there's emojis over that name. Here, I'll get it in a second from its link. And Tatum Loves Horror is a fairly new channel with 14 subscribers. And put notifications on for the couple of live streams you got coming up. But I'm going to grab the handle for this. So it's literally Tatum Loves Horror as a handle. If we search for that, all one word, the channel will come up. Sometimes when we put emojis before and after our name, it can cause the recommendation engine not to quite get to us when people are looking. Shadow Gaming with Cooking, I think they just updated their avatar during the stream. So that's cool. Tatum Loves Horror obviously is going to bring us horror-based content. I'm going to take one of your latest videos here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to give you a few watch minutes there. And then so you've got some shorts videos on this channel that are already getting into hundreds of views and close to 1,000, which is great. So live streams, like I said, I've got the next couple of notifications on. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. And that's Whisper to Tatum with a second channel. Now, I did put Canadian Family Life onto the wheel, and we will spin. Creative Beauty Butterfly, I think, is coming up on the screen for the first time today as well. We'll see what they've got going on. It's already time for me to add some more names to our wheel from our chat list, so we'll do that. And Creative Beauty Butterfly has 182 subscribers, so I'm mistaken. Forgive me for that. We have connected with this creator, but it's somebody I'm still getting to know. So I'm going to grab another one of their videos. Let's go for one of their most popular videos here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching content or hanging out in live streams. I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Be Bodacious is in the house, and Songbits Laura is here as a member. I've got them on the wheel. Gail Southern Living is in the house. It's always good to see you here as well. She's a long time friend with a couple of channels. And Creative Beauty Butterfly, let's just have a look at your shorts videos. We see that these are getting into the thousands of views already, which is great. And hopefully we can push this channel towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about. They're a lover of all things art, beauty, and mysterious and spooky. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the different content on the channel. Looks like it's going to be arts and creativity, mom, artist, baker, chef, master cosmetologist extraordinaire as well, which is great. So I'll look forward to that also. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And it looks like it's going to be Baron. Baron is somebody with a really short and popular name. So when I get to this channel, it's through their handle. So I start typing Baron. Now, once you do this the first time, you'll see that they come up in your history, of course, right? And I'm going to copy their handle and put this in the chat right now so everybody can get to them. And it is Baron1308. But you'll see that. You can either copy and paste that or type it out if you need to. Be Bodacious, thank you for that membership. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So every day that you're here, after today, you'll be added to the wheel as soon as I see you. We'll get some more names to the wheel, onto the wheel from our chat list in a moment. Baron brings us shorts, videos, and live streams. This creator is typically bringing us tributes and shout-out videos for celebrities and public figures. And Baron posts frequently, sometimes even as many as multiple times a day. And then their live streams are happening frequently. Looks like almost every day there as well. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that these have popped into the thousands of views, which is great. And that will likely continue also. I wonder if Paul's Green Space is still in the house. And I'll start maybe calling out to channels in that way to see if they can be added to the wheel, and together we travel. It's going to take me just a second here to do that. And in the meantime, if anybody has the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So together we travel. Just let me know if you're still here, please. Big Boy Facts, Johnny TV. Pond and Garden might still be in the house as well, and we'll get these channels onto the wheel if they're still here. If not, I'll start doing it manually. The BC Gaming Dispatcher might also be here. Be Bodacious is coming up, and they've just become a member, so look at that luck. We never know how long it's going to take to get onto the wheel. I put them on as soon as they grabbed that membership, and the wheel chose them right away. Scrow's Nest is still in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And Be Bodacious is sitting at 3,700 subscribers. Now, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us a while, but I'm going to grab one of their latest videos here. So I'll grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And let's see what you're doing with your shorts videos as well. These are starting to get into over 2,600 views, which is great. There's some variety there. I find most creators are just posting variety when it comes to their shorts videos. Only occasionally do we see somebody with consistency like Home Bartending with John is still putting up videos that are shorts that are related to the rest of the content on the channel, keeping within the niche, right? Be Bodacious is doing live streams as well. So they just did one yesterday. They seem to be doing these once a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. And then I'll just hit the About page for a quick second. Tennessee gal with a van, a service dog, and a passion for solo female travel. Their goal is to encourage us to travel better. And we can join them on their travel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when we get there. I'm looking forward to learning more about the channel as we go. So we'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel up onto the screen, and again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Trippin' with Dre and Michelle is up right now. They're fairly new to Tuber Chat, just finding us within the last couple of weeks, but they've already become a silver member as well, which means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, just like that right there. And I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel as well. So when we look at what they've got going on, they're from Michigan. And their channel consists of content dealing with travel, food, reviews, inspiration, music, and more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and we'll give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family if you haven't already seen them. Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you here. Pardon me, my allergies are doing their thing today. Our weather is back to rainy and everything else. And yes, Tripping with Dre and Michelle. Yes, and we've got you on the screen too. Look at that. So that's the thing about, obviously, like, you know, we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So every day that you're here, you'll get added to the wheel. Once you're on, you're on. Only with the exception of if we lose a internet connection, which doesn't happen frequently these days. Fingers crossed, of course. In every other case, you'll be put on right away. I can't imagine that Six Bows' back might still be here. They were at the beginning of the stream. Johnny Small Pepper, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that we find in the shorts and live streams on this channel. They're getting close to 1,000 views. That will likely continue on their shorts videos. And then live streams seem to be something they're doing a couple times a week, which is great. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. Lisa J. Stocks is in the house. They're going to help us with our finances and investing. I'm going to put them on the wheel in a second here as well. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. We just hit 100, so thank you, everybody, and they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Yarning for a Smile's in the house. And, oh goodness, To Be Irish Live has been pretty active today. Scrow's Nest is up here with 615 subscribers. They are going to give us more tips on cruising and traveling with a mobility scooter, as a matter of fact. And I love the banner on this because they say, spending our children's inheritance one cruise at a time. And I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and we'll see what they've got going on with this particular video. So obviously cruising and travel content. I'm going to hit their shorts videos, and we'll see that these have popped into the now thousands of views. So that will likely continue. Hopefully you keep those up as well, and then live streams might be an idea for the future of this channel. They got 615 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Songbits Laura, I've got you on the wheel, of course. We'll spin. We'll get another channel up here. It's time for me to add some more names to our wheel from our chat list. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So, let me see what I can do here with some names. Phyllis Brown is a longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Our treasured home is going to get added to the wheel. To Be Irish Live will be added right now, as well as Janice Stigliano, who is here for the first time. So we'll get your name on the wheel right now. We never know how long it's going to take, right? We're usually here 3 hours. We can't always get to everybody's channel. It looks like today we're going to be able to, which is great. But we always get through as many channels as we can. Phyllis Brown has been a long time friend. She wants to motivate and inspire more than anything else. We see a variety in videos on her channel. I'm going to take the latest one and put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with her. It looks like a grocery haul that she's got going on. Shorts videos have started to cross over 1,000 views, so that will likely continue, getting close to even almost 2,000 there. And then live streams are something that's frequent. She seems to be doing these once or twice a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again. It's been a month already, but Phyllis Brown is doing well, closing in now close to 1,700 subscribers. That'll be their next milestone, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We're going to come back in 3 minutes and we're going to look at Canadian family life. All right, we are back with Canadian Family Life, and this is Tiffany, and she is going to bring us a lot of haul videos, actually, from New Brunswick, Canada, and she is going to also do mail call, as we see, a garden update type video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now, as a matter of fact. This is somebody who shares somewhat climate with me, so we're entering our summer months finally, but it's great to see that you've already got a few things started growing. Actually, Kristen has been growing a few things now as well, so it's great because I am happy to see creators of different types inspired by each other. Actually, last year, a couple of friends of ours, Hope Bus, literally put a tomato plant and our basil plant in our hands and said, here, you guys got to start growing stuff. And Kristen has likely grown things before. I haven't grown anything since school myself, but she's been looking after this. But I came in, I forget what she's got. Kristen? You can listen to me yell through the house now. It's basil and what did you say was the other ones?
Rosemary and mojito mint.
Rosemary and how do you pronounce that?
Mojito.
Oh, mojito mint. So interesting because these are her favorite things. So she's able, like last year, our basil plant, she was pulling, I think she said 10 leaves a week off of that thing, which is great. So it's wonderful, and we'll likely see more of that from her as well. But it's Canadian family life. It's great to see that you got that going out. My father's got a bunch of plants I got to help him with. It's almost time to put those outdoors. It'll be within the next couple of weeks, I'm sure. And then we see that Canadian Family Life is getting into over 1,000 views with some of their shorts videos as well. That will likely continue. They've got a live stream set up ready to go, but they've been not only hosting live streams, they've been jumping in on a lot of StreamYard panels as well. Canadian Family Life is another channel that came into the Superchat family just a few months ago now. I'm starting to think it might be, pardon me, 4 or 5 months. It might not even be that long yet, so forgive me for not being sure. But Canadian Family Life instantly out supporting other creators all over the place. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I've run into them constantly. Jared's Talks, good to see you in the house. And Hilda DC is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. I've got her on the wheel now. We'll spin and we'll start getting through some more channels. Michael's Adventures has a premiere ready for us after Tuber Chat, and that will give us an opportunity to meet more friends and family members when we're over there, so we can stay up to another just over half hour if everybody would like. We'll get to as many channels as we can. It's not every day that we're able to get to every channel, but we might be able to do it today. And To Be Irish Live has 211 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And this is a creator who has... It can't be just over a month, Canadian Family Life. Are you serious? And forgive me for not being sure. I feel like it's been a lot longer, obviously, if I'm saying that. My dear goodness. So this is an example of the impact that creators can have on you. I wonder how many people I've done that to now. But Canadian Family Life is just over a month, so less than 2 months maybe that they've been in the Tuber Chat family. I'm way mistaken because I see them literally, I'm not kidding, out every day. I see them in thumbnails. I see them on StreamYard panels with other creators, which is great. So it means that probably rapid growth is what's going to happen for them. To Be Irish Live is here with 211 subscribers, like I was saying. Laid back gamer, artist, dog lover, and other stuff. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that 300. I just want to see what they're doing with their shorts videos here. When I click on the popular tab, we can see that these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great as well. Live streams are something that seems to be happening really frequently because they put up a few just today, but they seem to be doing this. Maybe this is going to be something they're doing just about daily. They put up a few before, and then I'm just going to grab this video. I know it's very short, but I'm going to grab the video you've got in your featured position and put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to go through another piece of content. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Anthony has entered the building with Unidentified S4. They're going to talk about all of the unexplained, along with some newsworthy and polarizing content on their channel. The channel that we're going to look at right now is Janice Stigliano, who is lovingly referred to as Stiggy, as we've just found out. Now, I'm going to try to remember that, although I always refer to everybody by their full channel name. And the biggest reason why is just so everybody always knows exactly who I'm talking about. Now, in growth streams like this, what we call Tuber Chat and other streams that are meant for this purpose, I don't believe that just because I put a channel on the screen, everybody goes rushing to it. There are some channels that specifically do that. They're like, here's a channel, let's all go there right now. This is done a little bit differently, but I could be wrong. And the truth is that a lot of times our opinions might be far different from reality, myself included. So while I think not everybody runs to a channel when I put it on the screen, it's probably more people than I think that will do that, because I'm describing. This is why I try to learn about the channels, learn about the content, give better stories as time goes on, so that you have a reason to go there and know what to expect when you get there, especially when I talk about my personal friendships with creators and things like that. Maxine Plank, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm going to see if I can find Janice Stigliano. I'm going to try by their link. And, oh, they haven't got videos yet. Okay, so it might be difficult to find this channel. Now, I'm going to give you the handle in the chat. And Unidentified S4, I've got you on the wheel, of course, like always. As a member, they always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then thank you, Lark's Homesteadish, dropping a super chat on us. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course. But thank you for that extra generous support. They've taken over our stream boss position now. But that's our featured channel for today. So if you see the first 5 or 10 minutes of today's stream, you'll see what I had to say about Lark's Homesteadish. They're streaming almost every day on top of their homesteading activities in their videos. Mona did what? I'm going to get you onto the wheel. I don't think we looked at Mona did what today, right? And Janice Stigliano. So I've put that handle in the chat there so that hopefully people will search that and find you right away. Now, because there's no content on the channel just yet, I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe and put the notification on, and we'll just hope that that sticks. Usually what we do here in Tuber Chat is we always insist on following the full procedure of watching a video of at least 3 minutes or longer, but we'll take our chance for this time, and then as you continue to be here, we'll see if you start producing content, and then that will help the algorithm when people are trying to connect with you as well, if that makes sense. Cliff Hefner, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Big Boy Facts Johnny TV, let's get them onto the screen and see what they've got going on. You'll notice I always search, find, and click on everybody as well, because it really helps, right? But when channels are extremely difficult to find, we drop either their handle or something else in the chat. So Big Boy Facts Johnny TV is another channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to grab one of their latest WWE reviews. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. Silent Silver, good to see you here. And it looks like we are going to make the next half hour, which is great. For 4,600 subscribers, they're actually well on the way towards 4,700 now. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And then PS5 gaming console is what they're bringing us more than anything else. Hopefully we can push them in the right direction here. When we look at their shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into... my goodness, first of all, thousands of views, one of them hitting over 10,000 and one of them over 140,000, which is great. Hopefully that continues for you as well. And then live streams seem to be something that they're doing frequently, up to a couple times a week, which is great. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those soon also. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go and see what is happening with That's a close one. Songbits Laura. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Songbits Laura is here with 629 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I can see I'm behind with you, so I'm just going to grab one of your latest crafting videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and I'm going to see what else you've got going on with videos here. We can see a lot of variety in different types of crafts here, and she'll mention on the About page, community of different interests and lifestyles. They want to bring a place where we can continue to meet more friends and family members as well during either premieres or live streams. We see that her shorts videos have gotten into the well over a couple thousand views, maybe getting into the thousands very shortly, and live streams are something they seem to be doing about once a week. So hopefully they'll continue that. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those soon enough, and I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go, and I'll add some more names to our wheel from our chat list in a moment as well. So right now we're going to look at Mona Did What. And I couldn't remember for the life of me whether we looked at this channel today or whether it was yesterday that I was talking about it, because Mona Did What is here with us just about every single day, but they have something going on their channel. And what I'm talking about, I think we did talk about this today, so if somebody noticed, Scratch and PPA or anybody else, just please correct me if we already looked at Mona Did What today and talked about this. But she has an interesting thing going on, because a lot of the biggest YouTubers will say that you want to keep your intros and outros very short, and Mona Did What is doing a great job of getting right into the content and then making a quick exit as well. But these are informative videos when it comes to her quilting and crafting as well. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I was sure of it. I was quite sure. I just couldn't be certain, because Mona Did What, like I said, is here with us just about every day. I remember talking about the triangles that are cut from her quilting equipment as well. Now, Our Treasured Home, is it this your first time being on the screen? I'm a little bit surprised at that. But Our Treasured Home is here for the first time, so hopefully they've met a lot of friends and family members already, but we're going to look at this now for the first time, and I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I still, for the life of me, don't know whether this is supposed to be pronounced Temu or Timu or something like that. Via Speaks Royally is in the house as well. We're going to get that channel onto the wheel. They happen to be a member, but I will add some names from our chat list as promised right now. Hopefully Gail's Southern Living is still with us. We'll get her onto the wheel. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. That's another incredibly supportive creator. I see them out supporting others also. The BC Gaming Dispatcher is here. And Gail's Southern Living, just please let me know if you're still here. She would have been here a while by now if that's the case. Riki Yangu, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We'll get Yarning for a Smile onto the wheel, and we'll add some more names as we need them. We usually do that when we get down to 5 or 6. So Our Treasured Home, let me just have a look at your About page for a second. It's pretty lengthy, so everybody's got a chance to see that they love to cook, crochet, talk, have fun, play games, garden, and tell jokes. We'll likely see that in their content on their channel. I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more as I go through content myself. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into the thousands of views. One of them stopped over 7,400, which is great. That will likely continue, and then live streams are something that they seem to be doing frequently as well, maybe as much as once or twice a week. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're already halfway on the official road to 1K. We always say you're on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. They've passed 900 and now are sitting literally at 950, halfway to the magical 1,000. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. It's obviously a magical milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yarning for a Smile is coming up, and we'll see what they've got going on. They've been a long-time friend as well. I can see I'm behind with your videos, so I'm just going to see what you've done lately. I'm going to take this crocheting for a good cause, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list and see what you've done there. They are talking about being fueled by faith, love, coffee, fiber, yarn, goodness, and more. This is Kim. So hopefully everybody will enjoy catching her with her knitting and crochet community on her channel. And when we get into the shorts videos, we see that they are getting into well over a couple thousand views, which is great. That will likely continue. They've got some beautiful things that they've made on their channel. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Simply Jan Homestead, good to see you here. Is it possible this is the first time you're here? I don't think that's possible. Our robot is welcoming you as if you hadn't been here before, but I was almost certain that we've seen Simply Jan Homestead here. I run into them constantly supporting other creators on other channels. Yarning for a Smile now has over 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 they're thinking about. And we see that live streams are something that is an idea on the channel. Maybe they'll keep these up. They're doing those occasionally, but it's been about a month, so maybe we'll see one soon. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a second. And as for Simply Jan Homestead, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Paul's Green Space is up here right now, and they are working on 1,200 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. JNS Adventures, good to see you here. I thought you were here earlier. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that's okay. I will see their shorts videos because they've got these front and center on their channel. You can see that these have gotten into the 5,000 views and beyond now, which is great. That will likely continue for them. Videos is where they're going to bring us their gardening updates. They have a passion for gardening as well as animals, of course, large and small. They're in the suburbs of Melbourne, and they're going to bring us their content from that area, which is great. I'll be looking forward to a new piece of content from this channel. And Paul's Green Space is somebody who's here with us frequently as well. So I'm going to spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right away, and then I'll add some more names to the wheel in another moment here. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Hilda DC is up right now. She is a beloved and dedicated moderator here, and you'll notice that every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. I could literally go on for hours about each one of them, my friendship with them, the generosity that I see in them. Not to mention they're all dear friends of each other, and they all have one trait in common, if not more, and that is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you join any of them on their channels, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members in the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. I'm going to mod Tropical Buzz, actually, because that is the Stock Explorer. I don't know why I didn't think to do that before. The Stock Explorer has a couple of channels. Hilda DC is now sitting at 2,400, working on 2,500 subscribers now. Hilda DC typically posts frequently, and what she brings us a lot of the time are mukbang style challenges or product reviews. And it's interesting to somebody like me being in Canada because we only get to see what I think is about 10 or 20% of some of the flavors of a lot of the products that you might find in grocery stores and things like that. So it's always exciting to see what interesting combinations Hilda DC is going to come up with. But she does cooking videos as well, a lot of StreamYard panels and typical product reviews as well. Hilda DC is somebody who hosts StreamYard panels. I've joined her several times. She hops in on other people's StreamYard panels as well. Forgive me, Lisa J. Stocks, I know you've been here a while. I didn't put you on the wheel. If you ever happen to notice that I don't do that, just please don't be afraid to give me a nudge. I know it's hard to see the names on the wheel if you're watching on a phone, but I've got Lisa J. Stocks on there now. Annabelle TV is on the wheel as well. That's somebody who brings fun everywhere she goes. A little bit of comedy usually comes along with that also. Hilda DC is somebody who I describe as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to notice as soon as you get to her channel, there are positive affirmations constantly flowing, both out of this creator herself, as well as on the screen in special effects, as well as she even gets Nightbot on the case, as a matter of fact. I'm assuming that was a mistake. The Stock Explorer might have accidentally hit that. Thank you, Stiggy, and no fears back in the house. Hilda DC is somebody who brings shorts, videos, and live streams, and she's done well with all of them. We see that the shorts have gotten into the thousands of views. One of them's popped over 47,000, but live streams are something that's frequent with her as well, and you see some usual suspects here. She's often on with Corinne's Life and Makeup Mom and Son, who both happen to be moderators here as well, but I've joined her before as well, not only on her channel, but on other channels also. And like I said, she generously shares content by hopping in on other people's live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Hilda DC. She has been a very dear friend for a very long time, and I would love for you to get the support coming back from her that I know you will after you connect with her. She is monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Next up is Anthony, and I'm closely watching the subscriber numbers on this channel because he's going to hit 10,000 any minute now, if not already. We'll see what's going on. And there you go, 9,700 subscribers on this channel. Unidentified S4 is somebody who brings us the unexplained and a lot of polarizing or newsworthy content as well, a lot of StreamYard panels. The production value on the channel is fantastic. He runs a great show, and you know I use the word dynamic to describe just about everybody's personality here. It's not that I mean to overuse words or throw them around. The number one fear in the world, apparently, is speaking in front of an audience. And second to that, I would guess, is being in front of a camera, if not right in front of an audience in person. It makes it that much more special to talk about a community of creators like we have here, people who are willing to put themselves out there and present all the different things that we do. But Unidentified S4 is what I would consider the perfect definition of a dynamic personality. They say in the world that all great leaders are great public speakers. Unidentified S4 is a fantastic host. Clear, concise, fast-paced, but not overwhelming at the same time. Now, I'm going to grab one of his latest videos. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. We'll see how he's doing with shorts. These have gotten into the thousands of views. One of them had over 25,000 views, which is great. Live streams are where I've caught him more often than anything else. Like I said, you'll see StreamYard panels. He's usually got a few guests on there, and they're talking about anything from the unexplained, which could be, let me read it off his channel, UFOs, paranormal, cryptids, hoaxes, scammers, science, missing 411, astral travel, technology, general news, and like I said, lots of newsworthy content here and polarizing content. When I use the word polarizing, what I'm talking about is content that can often trigger one side of the spectrum or the other, the kinds of things we all seem to like to debate, right? Difference of opinion and things like that. And it's wonderful to be able to get a place where these things can be discussed. We hear different opinions. And like I say about a lot of different channels, we hear information from them. We never know when the right chord is going to be struck where somebody might change their opinion or mind. I think Unidentified S4 is a channel where that certainly is a possibility. So that's Anthony. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family ever since since finding us. So as well, when I look at Lisa J. Stocks, I'm very lucky because the wheel chose her pretty quickly, but I had forgotten to put her on the wheel earlier. Lisa J. Stocks is somebody who's going to help us with investing in particular and our finances. Now, she also talks about maximizing impact, and that can be through dollar cost averaging, the idea of investing in dividend funds. She is somebody who's incredibly organized, keeping things like spreadsheets, showing you how to do it, showing you the method she uses for dollar cost averaging for sure, for instance, and setting goals and keeping track of progress towards those goals. So again, this is another channel where we never know where somebody might strike the right chord. I believe everybody needs to have as much financial information as possible. Even if you could see the future and know today you're never going to invest in a certain financial product, I think it's important to be educated about them so that you're therefore making the most educational decisions about anything that you are going to invest in. And Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks and see what I'm talking about. 389 subscribers, and we'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. When we hit the shorts videos, we see that they're getting into well over 1,000 views on one of these as well. That will likely continue, and then live streams might be something that continues on the channel. They just did one a couple of weeks ago. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Thank you, Annabelle TV, yes, for hitting that emoji. Yesterday was the 3rd year anniversary of Tuber Chat, which actually been 3 years in a week, but we weren't here last week. So Canadian Family Life, we just looked at your channel, right? I forgot to take it off the wheel, which means we can move a little bit further and faster, but it's time for me to get some more names on the wheel, so I'll do that in a quick second here. Cliff Hefner, we're going to get you on the wheel, and the BC Gaming Dispatcher is going to come up in a quick second here. I've got Cliff Hefner on the wheel. I'm going to get Rika Yangu on the wheel, and simply Jan Homestead. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please simply say anything at all, and I'll get you on there. Simply Jan Homestead is there. The BC Gaming Dispatcher is coming up right now. Keto Mama Michelle is in the house. She's been a dear friend for a long time. I'm going to get her onto the wheel. And the BC Gaming Dispatcher, let's see what they've got going on their channel. It's interesting with this particular creator because they originally came to us through an Instagram post. And that kind of shows how using the outside social networks to promote your YouTube channel can bring people in for your content or your channel, as a matter of fact. So I've got a link coming up right now. I was mistaken. We are going to make it for another 15 minutes here. And Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us. So I'm going to pin that link. Anybody can hop over anytime. It is a premiere, so the live chat's already running. But he will give us an opportunity to continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here. So you're welcome to do that when you get over there. We'll go over after Tuber Chat and hang out in that premiere together. I will leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes right up until the moment that premiere begins, so that we can continue cleaning up our connections here before we go over there. Pardon me. The BC Gaming Dispatcher is now working on 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Obviously, they're going to bring us video gameplay more than anything else. I'm just going to take their latest Call of Duty video and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up. And then the shorts videos is coming up. Oh, the Stock Explorer sending me a message in the background. They accidentally knocked out a few of Annabelle TV's messages. They didn't mean to do that. It's just a mistake. But I forget about this all the time. We haven't talked about it. But YouTube's got this new setting in the background on your live streams and maybe even premieres that says allow live reactions. You can turn it on or off, but what that is the little hearts. We know them from Periscope back in the day, and we know them from TikTok and things like that, where you tap the screen if you're watching on a phone in vertical mode or whatever, and the hearts start to jump up the screen. So I think the Stock Explorer is mentioning that they were doing that. So it's a funny thing. We actually had the funniest one that we've seen in Tuber Chat is creator got timed out, and it was literally the cat touching Kristen's phone. The cat put its finger on the phone and timed out one of our creators for 5 minutes. But luckily they were a friend, so they knew that they'll be back soon enough. The BC Gaming Dispatcher. Let's look at your shorts videos again. We see that these are starting to cross over 1,000 views, which is great. And again, this is a creator who came to us through Instagram, so I hope everybody's using the outside social networks, whichever ones you prefer, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, to promote your content. We see they're getting into some Fortnite now, which is great. And then StreamYard panels are something we might find on this channel, and they're mixing up the video gameplay as well. So the BC Gaming Dispatcher has been a friend a long time now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and pushing them towards that 1,200 that we're thinking about. So Simply Jan Homestead is coming up right now. And like I said, I was confused for a second as to whether they were actually here for the first time, because I recognize this channel so well. I've run into them constantly, jumping in between premieres and live streams, connecting with other creators in other premieres and live streams, live chats, of course. And they are approaching 2,800 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And Simply Jan Homestead. I thought we were already connected, so I must be mistaken. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest gardening video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That will help to make sure that our connection sticks. Then hopefully have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, and we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. The BC Gaming Dispatcher. Yes, I know I'm not able to catch every video from every creator. What I usually do is when I'm on a channel, if I'm already behind or if I'm about to fall behind, I try to grab a video, and you'll see. Actually, I'm going to show you something before I put up Keto Mama Michelle. When I use this catch-up playlist, we just lovingly name it catch-up. That was a joke from Ghostly Winds, who's a friend from Australia. But you see that now I've got 36 videos in here. I've got 2 from yesterday I had to catch up on, but I've got 34 from today already. I usually have between 30 and 40 videos in that playlist that I either run or watch between now and the next live stream. And it's just so that I can try to keep up. You know, I'm sure everybody understands. I run more videos than I watch. You know, we're all just as busy as each other, I'm sure. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. So Keto Mama Michelle wants to help with healthy eating, healthy living, and some family-friendly content on the channel. We'll see what they've got going on for videos. Here's an example. See, I've missed the last few. So instead of taking the latest video from Keto Mama Michelle, I'm going to take the one before it, because that one's a few minutes longer. Every minute matters when we're talking about watch time, right? So she's at 416 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her towards the 500 she's thinking about. I'll hit the shorts tab and we'll see what's going on here. She's got over 1,000 views on one of these, over 1,300, so that will likely continue. And then live streams are something that she's been known to do frequently. She just did one today. So hopefully we'll catch her again, and I caught her for one just the other day, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back to you from Keto Mama Michelle. She's been a friend a long time as well. So let's spin the wheel, and VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. They had a big day yesterday, the first coronation in 70 years, and I was just coincidentally able to catch the perfect 1 hour of that. I don't know if Kristen put on the TV when we got up or if it was already on, but it happened to be right on it. And as I woke up, I caught a half an hour before and after the king was crowned. And VS Speaks Royally, the reason why I say this is because on this channel you're going to find more than anything else talk about the royal family, and they have had a really big year for newsworthy content. Of course, we're seeing rapid growth on the channel. But Via Speaks Royally is somebody who engages conversation everywhere that they go. I run into them constantly, supporting other creators in different premieres and live streams. They do the same when they're here, which is just about every single day. Now, they do bring a little bit of variety on the channel. You'll find some of it in their videos. It's most apparent in their shorts, which have now crossed even 7,000 views and beyond. But their live streams are where I catch them most often. And here is where you're going to see an example of engaged conversation. Via Speaks Royally does a great job of leading the conversation by staying well versed and up to date on their subject, but you'll see a really fast flowing live stream as well. So the BC Gaming Dispatcher is talking about swapping playlists. If anybody would like to do that with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Maxine Plank, I'm going to put you on the wheel in a second here. I'm going to get Growing What I Eat up onto the screen, and you'll notice I dropped a link again for Michael's Adventures, who has a premiere coming up right now, and we will be able to go over there and continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator and member here right now, and an incredibly generous supporter. He'll be willing to swap playlists with anybody that wants to do that as well. But anybody can hop over anytime. The live chat, of course, is already running, and he's got a couple people in there. We'll go over there right after Tuber Chat raided together and hang out, and I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that premiere begins so that we can clean up our connections here. If there's anybody in the chat here or listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all right now. I'll try to get you on. We've got room for another couple of channels because Michael's Adventures always puts a long intro so that we can clean up here if we need to. And so we can get an extra couple of channels on the screen. Growing What I Eat is up right now. And they come to us from the homesteading, gardening, farming, and ranching community of channels. I group a lot of creators together there because we see common instinctive nature in them wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other. Roadhog, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. I didn't realize you were here, so pardon me for that, but we've got you on. Growing What I Eat has 287 subscribers right now. I'm just going to grab their video that they've got in the featured position here and put it in my catch-up list. And then we're going to look at their shorts videos, and we see that these have gotten into over 2,000 views now, so that will likely continue. And then live streams are something that they've done frequently. It seems to be once or twice a week they're doing these, which is great. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Growing What I Eat is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And we'll see what is happening with Roadhog. Oh, sorry, I'm mistaken. Not Roadhog yet. Roadhog's still on the wheel. Rika Yangu is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on. This is another channel I'm still getting to know. But when we look at their channel, I thought we'd had them on the screen before, but I must be mistaken. I wonder if I connected with them and we lost that, or if I haven't yet connected. This, I can't remember if it might be the second time they've been here or more. So I don't watch videos when while I'm live streaming, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. Pardon me, what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, put your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Annabelle TV is somebody who brings fun everywhere that they go. A bit of comedy usually comes with that. You'll find it in their channel as well, and their content. Silent Silver is coming up on the wheel. We'll get Annabelle TV ready to go and see what they do, which is mostly mukbang style challenges and reviews. Often they are collaborations with other channels, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. She's an incredibly supportive creator. I run into her out supporting others and always engages conversation here as well. 833 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They bring us some garden updates too, as we can see. So unboxings and other product reviews as well. Let's just hit the shorts and see how she's doing with these. These are starting to get close to 1,000 views, so that will likely continue. And live streaming is something that was frequent for a while. She might be picking that back up. It's been about a month, but she just did one a couple of days ago. Hopefully those will continue. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those soon. And lots of featured channels she's got here as well, which is great. So, pardon me. My voice is just about done for today. Together We Travel is here. I'm going to get them on the wheel. Cliff Hefner's coming up right now. I'm going to drop the link for our premiere again in a moment. And we're going to go over to see Michael's Adventures with a premiere. Everybody will be welcome to meet more friends and family members during that live chat. But we can all go over there together after as well. I've got the live redirect set. And we've still got another few channels to go through here. And then I'll come over there as well. Cliff Hefner is here with 248 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. When we look in their videos, we see that they're posting these occasionally. It's been a little while. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. It's just a quick one. Looks like they're promoting for another creator, which is great. I'm going to hit their shorts videos, and we see that these are starting to get close to 1,000 views, so that will likely continue. They'll be crossing over there, and live streams might be an idea that they pick up in the near future as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting. Cliff Hefner's been a friend a long time, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. Come Hither with Heather is here as a silver member, and that means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. We're going to look at a brand new channel. Maxine Plank as another fellow Canadian by the looks of it that happens to be here for the first time. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, put it in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I might even go a minute overtime here. My pleasure. Cliff Hefner will have new content soon. Silent Silver is coming up. One of the things that we know is as the world is becoming more and more financially questionable, sometimes we can think about the safety of precious metals as an investment. So Silent Silver might help us out with a little bit of that. They've got a bit of variety on their channel as well. Mail call shout out here, which is really cool. I'm always happy to see happy mail videos between creators. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this into my catch-up list as well. Shorts videos they've got on the channel, and these have started to get over even 3,000 views, which is great. You know, I didn't know all this time. I have the smallest amount of precious metals myself, literally a tiny amount, but I didn't realize we've got to be careful when we're handling these things because they can tarnish. So they're meant to be kept somewhat sealed and in a cool, dry place, or whatever it is, in a reasonable temperature. But I continue to learn from creators like this all the time. Silent Silver is going to talk to us about silver stacking and the ideas behind precious metals. They do some live streams. I caught them for one. I thought it was sooner ago, but I guess it's already been a couple of weeks. But they're going to talk about both coins, bars, lots of collectible items. They'll talk about numismatics as well as investment grade silver and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a friend friend a long time, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. 346 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Yeah, mine are all in capsules, but I didn't know that you're not supposed to take them out and play with them and stuff like that. And wear gloves, for instance, is a good idea. So I'm going to have to now go over the small amount that I have and have a look at them, like let's say once a year or whatever, every few months, and just make sure that they're not tarnishing or anything like that. I've only got one thing. I've only got a couple of things. I just buy silver maple leafs and that's it. But that's because I don't do like a ton of stacking or anything. I'm like, look, I just want the safety of one thing. If the world all goes the way a lot of people think it might, at least you can survive a little while longer, right? Together We Travel has been with us a long time today again. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, and they are going to bring us travel videos, a lot of cruising lately especially. They're posting videos frequently, which is great. So I guess I'm behind here, but I've got the latest one and put it into my catch-up list that will help me to get caught up. And we see that their shorts videos have gotten into the thousands of views now. A couple of these shots are just great. Even the thumbnails. YouTube doesn't give us the chance right now to add thumbnails to these anymore. They did for a brief period, but you know, some of these shots, they tell you how great these views are going to be. And then live streams are something that they've done as well, so they might pick those back up. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 587 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 600 they're thinking about. I'll spin the wheel. I'm going to drop the link one more time because Michael's Adventures premiere has started. The intro is on. I am still going to go through these couple of channels, and we'll leave the stream running for an extra 3 minutes. We'll just be a minute over time. I didn't know if we were going to quite get there, but we did. We don't always get a chance to put everybody's channel on the screen, so today's a great day for that. Roadhog is up right now. This creator lets us know on their About page, they say everything in their channel was found in the trash, and what they mean is that they're refurbishing and bringing new life to things that otherwise may have been passed along or passed away and things like that. When we get into their videos, we can see a variety of different things. A bit of do-it-yourself is kind of the hint behind some of what they've done here. And then shorts videos they've got going on, and these have gotten into almost a couple thousand views, so that will likely continue. And then live streams might be an idea that they'll pick back up later on the channel. So let's spin one more time just for fun. We're going to look at Come Hither with Heather. Thank you everybody for watching and listening again today. I know we've got some friends in the background. Thanks for running the stream. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello or give that quick thumbs up. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't already, give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. We will go over to his channel and continue meeting friends and family members the same way we are here. Come Hither with Heather is up right now. This creator brings us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. When we get through their videos, we see that they have got a little bit of variety in between the paranormal and investigations and explorations. They are an advocate for helping others with shout out videos and things like that. They've got some shorts videos that have gotten into the couple thousand views and now beyond, and then live streams are something they do frequently as well. When we go to their front page, we can find Werner's Adventures, who's now close to 1,900 subscribers. Here, these two creators are partners. They're on each other's channels constantly, and they bring us more paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations here. So I'm hoping everybody will connect with both of these creators. That's Come Hither with Heather and Werner's Adventures. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Let's go over to Michael's Adventures right now and catch his premiere. We can meet more friends and family members while we're over there. Bye bye everyone.